Yeah, I think I can do Battletech while I'm ill. Let's find out. Sheepy, congratulations on the first. Sheepy says, good time, I'm about to head to bed. Hope you sleep well. Hope you sleep better than I have for the past 2 days. I felt fine yesterday morning, and then, yeah, we just, it hit like 2 p.m. and I just tanked. So we're doing this now. Sheepy also says they hope the war crimes go well, and I put the nobles back where they belong. They belong in the ground. So I'm going to try to put as many of them in the ground as I can. Also, hello as well, Shug. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Shug asks, did I hear about Guild Wars 3 announced that I might care? It's very funny you say that, because when I woke up from the sickness nap, I had like 4 different people message me about Guild Wars 3. And my initial reaction was, this is going to be shit. There's a few reasons why I don't think it's going to be great. It's not just because I'm not a fan of Guild Wars 2. The predominant reason, well, there's 2 main reasons. One in-game and one out of game. The one in-game is a lot of people have been asking for a game or an expansion set during the actual Guild Wars, which was an era. And this is set during that period, but it's set in the Kingdom of Or, and Or famously did not take part in the Guild Wars. They tried to remain neutral, and then they got obliterated off of the map by something called a calamity. The only bit of Or that made it through to Guild Wars 1 is the Lich, because he comes from the Kingdom of Or. The only contribution Or has is they're full of dead people and a literal giant meteoric crater. That's it. Out of game, ArenaNet is now going to be running 3 separated games. Guild Wars 1 is fine, that thing's been on back burner maintenance mode for like 15 years, but Guild Wars 2 is a full-blown MMO, and Guild Wars 3 is a full-blown MMO, and I don't think they're going to do the thing that Blizzard does, which is if you pay for a World of Warcraft subscription, you get all of World of Warcraft, like Classic, you get whatever retail is at the moment, you get whatever weird versions they do. I don't think ArenaNet's going to do that, because if you buy Guild Wars 1, you get Guild Wars 1. If you play Guild Wars 2, you either play it for free or you pay for the expansions, but you don't get Guild Wars 1, even though there's Guild Wars 1 things that tie into Guild Wars 2, like the monuments. They give you rewards for Guild Wars 2. So they're going to end up splitting the player base purely on the basis of, do you want to pay for a third game? But they're also going to split the player base because there'll be people who like Guild Wars 2 and go, oh, let's go check out Guild Wars 3 and stick on Guild Wars 3. There'll be people like with Guild Wars 1, where they'll play Guild Wars 3, don't like it, go back to Guild Wars 2. And the same will happen with Guild Wars 1, where there'll be people who like Guild Wars 1, will try 3, stick with 3, or they won't like it, they'll bounce back. It's just going to fracture the player base everywhere. It's a really weird move, and I don't think it's going to work. And I think they're going to repeat what they did with Guild Wars 2, which is it's going to release, it's going to have a bunch of interesting things they try to do to make it different, and then they're going to cut some of it, streamline other bits, and it's going to alienate some of the people who got onboarded earlier. So I'll be curious to see how it does when it releases. I'll be curious to see how it plays. They haven't shown any sort of gameplay for it. They've just shown a trailer. But I am not holding a lot of hope for it. Sheepy says they hope I recover as quickly as they hit. I'm hoping I am too. I'm basically just going to ignore it through spite and just try to move on through. Because that's basically how I get through all of the illnesses. It's weird because, like, I have vitamin C tablets because I have a good, like, meal set, whatever you want to call it. But I'm always a little bit worried that I don't get enough of, like, a thing. So I have, like, some things like, say, vitamin C that is like, take that. And I've been taking that for the past, like, 2 weeks. And this cold came out of nowhere. I'm just like, okay, I've got some sort of, like, super flu, I guess. But yeah, Guild Wars 3 is very much... It's very much going to be a case of I hope the best for ArenaNet. I hope that they manage to release it and that it performs well and that it doesn't have the issues I think it's going to have. But I won't be surprised if it does. And we'll see how I feel about what they've revealed through, like, teasers or beta. The beta doesn't even drop until, like, next autumn? It's some point in 2027, so it's a long ways up before it appears, but I don't know. Maybe things will be different. I've heard through that little, like, really weird vague description that they might be bringing back the gameplay of Guild Wars 1, in that you make your build rather than having it given to you, which might be kind of neat. That might bring me on board, and it'll be interesting to see the original Pantheon of Gods. I'm about to get into some really weird Guild Wars lore here. Basically, you have the Pantheon of Gods, except one of them technically doesn't exist anymore because he got killed by, I believe, his son. And it'll be interesting to see... His name is Doom. D-H-U-U-M. Doom. Gets killed by Grenth and replaced as the God of Death. It'll be interesting to see Doom, because I've only ever seen Grenth. So, you know, there'll be some interesting things about it. There'll be some redeeming things. I don't think it's gonna... I don't think it's gonna land very well. It might be one of those things that gets better with time. Shug says, isn't it nice so many people thought of me? It's the funny as well, the time gap on it. I think it was literally in the span of 4 minutes from the first message to the last. It was like one message every minute. I was just like, someone would send me a thing like, hey, are you watching the game showcase? Hey, do you know that there's Guild Wars 3? And I was like, they keep announcing Guild Wars 3 like every like few months. I'll believe it when I see a trailer. And then someone sent me a trailer and went, okay, I believe it. Shug says, we're excited by the teasers for Resident Evil Veronica and Alien Isolation 2. Alien Isolation 2 is another one I'm tentative for, because I'm not a huge fan of Alien Isolation. I appreciate what it tries to do, but it has two flaws as far as I'm concerned. One, it doesn't know when to end. Two, if you are forced into a specific playstyle, the threat of the alien vanishes. So then it just becomes tedious. And I hope for Alien Isolation 2, A, they get it paced better, B, that you don't end up in a situation where you could just invalidate the alien every time it turns up. Let it be a persistent threat that you can't just ignore. If they do that, I'll probably like Alien Isolation 2 more than 1. Veronica, I'm really excited for, though. I'm looking forward to Veronica so much. Other games I've seen in the past week I'm excited for. Dynasty Warriors 3. That's getting a remaster, I believe. What else off the top of my head? Silent Hill Townfall I'm looking forward to. I'm not sure how to feel about it being set in Scotland, but I'm looking forward to it. What else? Ill, I think, it's funny enough, the name of the game I think is called Ill. It looks like a horror game. Really body horror game. Big fan of that. Final Fantasy VII Remake 3, which I think they're calling it Revelation. Looking forward to that one. Which I'm going to explain it more near the end of the year because it'll be a thing for next year. But next year, I plan to go through as many Mega Man and as many Final Fantasy games as I can. And part of the reason Final Fantasy made that list is because I was fully anticipating Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 dropping next year. So, I called it. Hooray. There were some other games too, actually, I saw. Hold on, we're just going to tangent off from the start of this, and we're just going to ramble full time. Let's look at the State of Play recap first. Because some of them aren't coming through to PC because Sony's changed their stance on what is and isn't an exclusive anymore. Control Resonant, that was the other one I was looking forward to. They finally show more for Control. And what is it? Moonwalker? Bloodwalker? Where are you? Oh, it's not in this one. Blood of the Dawnwalker, there we go, I've remembered it. That one I'm looking forward to, and Ace Combat 8, because I like some of the... I'm hit or miss with Ace Combat. I liked 7, I'll be curious to see what they do for 8. Summer Game Fest. Where is the recap? There is the recap. FF7. don't care much for Street Fighter games. Stellar Blade I didn't play. Wolf Among Us 2, I know there's some people that really liked Wolf Among Us. I haven't played Wolf Among Us. I haven't played really any of the Telltale games apart from the Jurassic Park one. But it's good that they are bringing that back, because from what I did see of Wolf Among Us, I thought it was a really interesting take on like fairy tale sort of things. Weird curveball game that I wasn't expecting to see, but I should have expected it. I'll explain why in a second. Attack on Titan 3. I am not a huge Attack on Titan fan. I played Attack on Titan 2 by Koei Tecmo. Well, it's a Mega Force, but Koei Tecmo. I like it. I thought it was interesting the way they tried to get the gameplay to sync up with how what anime looks. The reason why I shouldn't have been surprised there was going to be a third one is because Attack on Titan 2 doesn't cover the entire series, whereas because I hadn't finished by that point. Attack on Titan 3 apparently will. If it plays like a more refined 2 and still allows custom character, I might end up playing Attack on Titan 3. I'm not sure when. I'm also not surprised to see that there's a expansion for Monster Hunter Wilds, because every Monster Hunter game comes with a second one later. Star Wars Zero Company has yet again disappointed me. Saw Genesis I'm curious about, because I kind of like the Saw series, but I don't know if I'd play a game that's basically Dead by Daylight. 1666 Amsterdam, I haven't heard that much about it, but I have heard apparently it's got some of the creators from Assassin's Creed involved, so that might be interesting. Crossfire is a weird one where I don't really have much information, except for the fact that Claudia Dummy is in it. And I think that was it for the games that caught my eye. Yeah, I'm looking through the rest of this list. I mean, we already mentioned Code Veronica. Sorry, Veronica. I don't know why they dropped the code. Yeah, Veronica we mentioned, Alien Isolation 2 we mentioned, and then, yeah, the rest of the game's just not my sort of thing. Sugar says, yeah, Control Resonance should be good. I really am curious to see what they do with it, because I like Control a lot. I own the expansions to it, but I never played through them. And I know Resonant is supposed to be the brother looking for... I forget her name. I think it's Jessie, but I could be wrong. That might be the voice actress name. Basically, the brother looks for the sister instead of Control, where the sister looks for the brother. And the brother apparently has like a different skill set, different way he plays. The world looks kind of different. The board of directors, I think it was called, they seem to be doing something weird. They've always been weird. There's a lot in it that's got me hooked, and I'm like, yeah, I want to see this, I want to play this. Shook says, I think Wolf Among Us is one of Telltale's most celebrated titles. I hear a lot about Wolf Among Us, and I hear a lot about Walking Dead, and then I don't really hear much about the rest. Which, I don't know if that's indicative of like the other games maybe didn't sell as well. Or actually, no, I say that's wrong. Tales of the Borderland, I know, was really well received, because some of the characters from Tales made it into Borderlands 3. Reese, for example, pretty sure he turns up in Tales, and his whole thing gets carried through into Borderlands 3, which means I should probably play that at some point. But yeah, the main ones I normally hear about are Wolf and Walking Dead, which I want to get around to Walking Dead at some point. See, there's a fun list of... I've got a list of games I want to get around to at certain points of the year, which I need to finish nailing down before we get to that point of the year. Sure, guys, how can Star Wars Zero disappoint me if it hasn't been released yet? Very simple, hold on. When I first heard that it was an XCOM-like, where you can make your own squad of people, and you take part in the Clone Wars, I was like, oh cool, so it's gonna be like Rogue One, where I can have like, some tech guy, I can have maybe like a clone trooper, I can have maybe like some other, you know, like some sort of spy type person. Then they confirmed there was Mandalorians. I was like, okay, well it's a bit odd, but I can roll with it. And then they went, yeah, you can also have Jedi. I went, okay. I'd rather a game where I didn't have to have samurai wizards in it. I get that's the main appeal of Star Wars, but I kind of liked the idea of having regular people try to do things. And they apparently announced yesterday Anakin Skywalker is going to be in it. And I went, of course, King Samurai Wizard himself is going to be making an appearance here. Because I guess he couldn't. It's... I don't know. I just... Why does he make an appearance? I know why. It's because it's set during Clone Wars and like Anakin is going to be a big draw and people are going to get the game just to be like, just to see what Anakin does and to see Anakin, because people really do like Anakin. But I was really looking forward to being a case of like, yeah, it's your own, it's like a little team of people, kind of like Rogue One, where they're just doing something and it just off to the side that kind of affects something major. I was like, that's going to be neat. That's going to be kind of interesting. I want to see. And yeah, it'll probably still play well. It'll still be fun to, like, you know, as I say, fun to play, but why? Shug says their take is that by calling it remake Resident Evil Veronica, the original Code Veronica still exists as a unique game title. I guess that makes sense, yeah. Because Code Veronica itself is two different versions. You got Code Veronica and then you got Code Veronica X. So I guess if they called it Code Veronica again, it would be more confusing because then there's technically 3 Code Veronicas. Yeah, I don't actually consider that one. Shug says Tales of the Borderlands was great. I say I've got to get around to them at some point. I just haven't. I don't know why. Anakin, Shug says Anakin won't be on the team. If he's just like there, that's fine. But if he's on the team, that's a bit of an issue. But if he's just like, he turns up and it's like, you run into him and it's like a story thing, that's a bit more understandable. But the way someone said it to me was like, yeah, Anakin's going to be in it. I was like, please don't tell me he's part of the team. Shug also says it doesn't help anyone or anything when turn-based squad cover shooters are announced immediately compared to XCOM. Part of the reason for that, if I remember right, is that I think Zero Company is done by some of the Firaxis devs. I'd have to... Yeah, former members of Firaxis, including Greg Furst, founder of the company and creative director of the game. So that's probably where a lot of people are putting the XCOM comparison to. And it's probably a fair assumption that there'll be some DNA from XCOM in it if it's had former staff involved. But we'll see what it's like when it releases. I won't be in a rush to play it until I know more. I've still got things like Midnight Suns to play. And this, I forget where we are. I think we're just doing contracts to earn money because there might be things in the store I want to see. That's not it. I'll take a cockpit mod.
New equipment available.
Do I want a rangefinder? No, I don't think I do. Oh, I tell you what I do want to do. I'm going to go look at the mech bay. The Annihilator doesn't have a headpiece yet. Or I should say a cockpit mod. There we go. It's going to take me like 2 days, 1 day.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
So yeah, last time we finished our King Crab and rolled it. It was pretty funny. We picked up the Cyclops Z, which is pretty funny. And the Annihilator, I've bought one. It's fun. We've used it for one mission. I like it. But I'm also like... Okay, that's going to be an interesting one to do. I think we're back. Are we back? Are we alive? I have no idea if we're... It'll be a fun one. Live? I think we're alive. Well, I can see the announcement went out in the chat, which means I think we're live again. Yeah, I was messing with my encoder yesterday and I forgot to change it back to what it should be and it just crashed. So, that's great. That's okay, we were only rambling about things. Shook says, Midnight Suns was also developed by Firaxis, managed not to be referred to as Marvel XCOM. You might be right on that, but I swear I did hear some people still compare it to XCOM. Because it was like, it's XCOM, but you use cards, I think was the way it was explained to me. But, that game I'm looking forward to playing. Mainly because I want to see how the card system works. But also, I have, like, fringe knowledge of some Marvel characters. I have better knowledge of others. Like, for example, I know Blade is in it. Which... very rare that Blade is in anything, let's be honest. Oh, that's a point. There was no reveal this week of any more the Blade game. Huh. What was I gonna do? Oh, right, we're gonna look at contracts after I... Yeah, I can't... SVT8, I guess, to fill the ad break. What did I mean by the encoder and everything else? I've been messing with video encoder to see if I can get a high... Hold on. To see if I can get one to record at a little bit of a higher quality, and the closest I could get was SVT AV1, which didn't have any issues when I was testing it, but of course, when I test it, I'm not also streaming at the same time, which technically has more load, significantly more load. So, clearly I can't stream and record in... Sorry, I can't... Streaming to Twitch is X264. Don't worry about too much about what that means. I can't record on AV1 while I stream. I have to have the two be... If I record AV1, I have to record AV1 without streaming, basically. Which ruins my idea. Contracts. Hitman... Oh, actually, there's another thing I can ramble about during the ad break. Hitman. Apparently, they're remaking the first 3 games. And their definition of first 3 games is... Hitman Codename 47, Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, and Contracts. Which is the 3 I was hoping for. Because... Contract is basically 2.5. And I think Blood Money is recent enough to be fine. Codename 47 definitely needs to work. Shug asks, I'm recording to disc as well as streaming. Yeah, so because streaming to Twitch is capped at 6000 kbps, I can record locally, and I just... With the X264 encoder, I can set it to do, like, quality 16. I can't answer what that actually does. I just know that lower number is more better. And then I cap it to 50,000 kbps, which means that if it needs more, then it can get up to more of 50,000 kbps. Which means that when I then take it to DaVinci and turn it into H265 or X265, one of the two, 265, it's then a better quality to begin with, rather than the Twitch quality, which is significantly worse. And then that gets upscaled and then put to YouTube. Shug says AV1 is better for YouTube. AV1 is better for YouTube if you're streaming, but the problem is that I'm not streaming. So, it gets H265 or X265, whichever one of the two it is. And it will like it. That's it. I don't think... that would be a fun experiment to do, except I don't have the time at the moment to do it, to see if it would like outputting at AV1. Sugar also asks, Hitman, they're remaking the first 3 games again? Oh, they're remaking the different first 3 games. You know, Hitman 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, it's really confusing that they decided to make the new Hitman series Hitman 1, 2, 3 and not give it a subtitle. I love it. It makes everything confusing, especially when I say I'm going to play through the first first few Hitman games, and people go, oh, you're going to play, like, Hitman 1? I love the Japan mission. And I go, what? You go to Japan and Hitman Codename 47? I don't think you do, anyway. I know you go to Hong Kong. Shug says it's H265. Yeah, it's one of the two. I know some things call it X265, some call it H265. It's whichever one it isn't 264, which is what Twitch takes and what I record in. Let's just actually bang through some contracts before I just ramble for the entirety of the time I have before we actually do play Codename 47 later. Having said that, that also means this stream is only going to go for as long as I feel I can keep it going, as opposed to like trying to get a good length out of it, because I need to have the energy to actually start Codename 47 today. We might get through it in one go. It depends how well I feel and how well the game goes. It is crazy how not Hitman Codename 47 is. Let's pick a relatively easy contract to start off with, which is probably the most dangerous phrase I'm ever gonna... Contagion. That's fitting. Let's go destroy a base in the polar region about dealing with disease. We'll take this. What am I already equipped with? 2 Marauders. Let's see. I'm actually gonna strip everyone out. I know I want to be in my Annihilator. Where is... Oh, I can't be because I'm doing the cockpit mod thing. In that case, I will take the King Crab. And then we will put... Hardy's stats are looking a bit low. Okay, everyone has pilot 9. Oh, except for Better Father. Right, I'm training you to be a King Crab pilot. So you need to come in to get experience. And then for the next one, we go... GP? Yeah. We're going to put Better Father in the Cyclops. And then we're going to put both of you in the Marauders. Seems like a fun time. To sort of explain why we're doing it this way, if I take the Cyclops out, you'll notice the initiative drops down. The Cyclops Z comes with the battle computer, which raises the initiative of everyone by 1. The same way that the Marauder has the Lance Command mod, which reduces damage taken by 10%. I don't think that stacks, but it does also improve the cold shot for the people in it. So because they have Tactics 9, they have Mastery, which means they have like a 33-35% chance to hit head. So that's why the 2 people who have Tactics 9 have the Marauders. Better Father needs to level up. He's in the Cyclops, which we have yet to field test, but we'll see how that goes. And I'm rocking the King Crab because I like the King Crab, as much as I might rag on it in MechWarrior 5. Shug says video game naming could be silly. Yeah, I mean, just take a look at Resident Evil, Code Veronica X, and Veronica. Shug also says X265 is a software package. X265 is an encoder for creating digital video streams in the high-efficiency video compression format, HEVC or H265. Yeah, that's why like they get used interchangeably, because if you use an X265 or H265, it's functionally the same thing. I don't know of anybody who works with media that would split hairs over specifically calling it one or the other, because it's this, like, if you call it X265, they're gonna know what you mean. Same for AV1 has so many different types of AV1. There's like, what is it, OEM, SVT. There's a third one that doesn't come to mind. I might be able to quickly look at it if I open my OBS, because I think it's on OBS. I can't look at it on OBS. But yeah, it's the same like with AV1. There's different ways to do AV1, but if you say AV1, unless you have to specify what type of AV1, then AV1's fine. But I do like how there are different ways to refer to it, because there will be cases where you will need the specificity. For example, I think normally where you would specify XVH for 265 is, there we go, is if you're using a video or a software, sorry, if you're using hardware or software encoding, which if you're doing like tech support, that's where that's going to matter. But if you just like, oh, my video is in X265, that's fine. You know?
Okay, let's go.
Move order received.
If we can sensor ping, I've not got any indirect fire. That's fine. If we can sensor ping these and just sort of shoot them out of their range, that'd be perfect. 5 result? Why is it 25? Right, because my morale. I remember now. Okay, well, who's got long range? Who got PPC? Well, okay, the Marauders. That answer should have been very obvious with the word go.
Sensor lock on target.
Yep, I'm glad we set back a bit.
10-4.
Hey,
Gonna play this nice and safe.
there we go.
4 PPC isn't enough.
Standing by.
That's a little bit unfortunate. I don't need the LB. I don't trust the laser not to miss.
Firing on target.
Look at that. Look at that.
One less turret.
But yeah, the I had to switch from DaVinci exporting in 264 to 265. Funny enough, because of Guild Wars. You're gonna be. Why would you put a sniper turret down in the middle of the valley? Like,
I'm here.
how does that help anyone or anything?
Engaging.
I like how it's polar and was still having heat problems on a regular Marauder.
Yup.
Okay, both Marauders. Never mind. Can't see.
You got it.
Anyway, 265 compressed is better and keeps quality better than 264. And when I was playing Guild Wars 1 in pre-searing Ascalon, all the flowers were causing distortion and artifacting every time I turned the camera or just looked in a direction where there were too many flowers. Fire the LB.
Target confirmed.
So I had to switch to 265, which is unfortunately slower to encode in. Or transcode into, because I'm switching from 264 to 265. Camera, could you work with me, please? I'm not well enough to be dealing with you being obstinate today. Really, I should take this turn to sink the heat, but that's fine.
Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
If that pops visual, I can fire at that on my turn without having to. Okay, I'm gonna keep. over here. There's one issue I wish I could fix, and I don't know how. I have tried so many different ways to fix it. And it's basically hit like, the limits of my knowledge with how video encoding, like in terms of like rendering frames and everything else is done. I don't think there's a way I can really fix it. And that's an issue called color banding. At least I think it's called color banding, which might be part of the reason why I'm having issues trying to find solutions.
Sensor lock
But
on
basically, if a really good example is Ready or Not, because of the levels of like light and darkness in it. But we'll use this as an example. In games where there is a, when you look at it and there's like a very broad gradient from like, we're going to call it true black to light, you'll get these strips happening as it goes from the true black to the light. And I think that's called color banding. And I hate seeing it in my videos because I don't know how to fix it, if there is a way to fix it. And so when I was doing the chapters for Ready or Not, every time I was walking through a, like a door or anything like that, I was noticing like the edge of the door frame, where you have like the edge of like the view perspective, was having a little bit of banding, and it's on the main menu. Now, for the main menu, that happens in the game itself anyway, so, congratulations on that one, Void. But I don't know of a way I can fix it without messing with Twitch. I think I'd have to run, like, a separate thing, like a second instance of OBS, and have that dedicated to recording, and have that set up for... I've got so many buttons down here. Wow. Oh, it doesn't stack. Because it says one source provides this effect, not two. Unless it doesn't apply to itself. Should suggest a high dynamic range. Maybe... But I've got a funny feeling that I couldn't set that universally for OBS without having issues with Twitch, because I don't think Twitch allows HDR. Maybe it does. Maybe I could just do a full switch to HDR and then never have to worry about this issue again. One of the reasons why I haven't got around to playing the full game of Chronos: The New Dawn is because when I did that demo playthrough and I saw the video, there was some really weird washed out grays from where it was color banding in the pitch black of some of the rooms. And I was like, I don't like the look of this. Just use the two. So, I thought for some reason when I was looking into it that like Twitch doesn't accept HDR, but if they accept it, and I could just run OBS, one instance of OBS and have everything kept together, that'd be great. If I have to run two instances of OBS, that's where things are going to get very dicey, because I don't know how that's then going to mess with other things. It's an area that requires a lot of experimentation, but if I can get it to work, I'll be so happy. How have I not ran into a mech yet? Shug says they don't mean enabling HDR. They're asking if I notice it in scenes where there's a big range of lighting. It's usually ranges like, oh, there's a mech up there. There's usually where there's a lot of, yeah, not necessarily lighting, but lighting is the best example to do. It seems like it could be color as well. As I say, the Ready or Not, I think that video has gone live on YouTube, over on the archive. That one,
I'm rolling.
just the first few seconds of it, if you look at the main screen, which again, that is an issue in the game itself, it's not the recording in that case, but that, if you look where the two uniformed officers are, that is an example of it. And I think that one is lighting based as opposed to like coloration. But that also appears in a few of the videos where like things get kind of dark. Let's say it's one of the things that makes me hesitate about playing games where we have, like, Splinter Cell, for example. I would love to stream Splinter Cell. That game absolutely requires you to be able to go, like, in and out of, like, pure darkness to light to darkness to light. I don't think that would survive color banding very well. But maybe I'm just, like, it's one of those things that I care too much about and other people just won't really care. I want to see what you are at 35 tons. Panther? Jenna. Cute.
I'm here.
Don't want to get too close because that triggers that turret over there. You can just see them already. But that's extreme range. So, is it not extreme range? You know what? Move down the hill a bit.
If you say so.
I'll take that.
But that hurts.
Okay, we have a 60-ton. That's probably not anything for issue. Shug says, just for reference, banding is described as being caused by the limits of 8-bit color depth, and especially in low bitrate sources truncation. Yeah, so I tried getting around it with bitrate, which is part of the reason why I was looking at AV1. And that didn't seem to fix it. So I'm pretty sure it's not a bitrate issue. I think it is just the color depth. And then, if it is the color depth, that's where I need to look into what Twitch will accept for streaming, as to then deciding if I have to run
What are your orders, Skipper?
2 OBS, one set for HDR, one set for not HDR. And if I do, I then need to set the right HDR profile, because there are a few different color profiles for different things. I think there are 2 that are accepted by Twitch for SDR. I think I can see which one I'm set to at the moment. Yeah, at the moment I'm set to NV12, which is 8-bit 4202 plane, and the color space is set to Rec 709 limited. I believe I can't set that to full. I don't know. It would require a lot of, like, looking into, like, what Twitch accepts for input and what doesn't. And it might be one of those things that, like, partner would be allowed to do it. Actually, saying about partner, is the quality today restricted to 1080, or am I lucky today? I'm lucky today. Yeah, I don't know if it's one of those things like partner is allowed to do it, or the... I know there's the Twitch enhanced broadcast beta, which technically I am still a part of. I just don't participate in it. Maybe that has, like, concessions. Can I just shoot that from here? No, I need to actually move over a little bit. Well, we'll fire everything at the Jenna, why not?
Engage target.
Part of the reason I don't actually take part in the Twitch enhanced beta is every time they announce that they're trialing a new feature, there isn't a way to opt out of that trial. And there are so many people that then have issues with that trial, which sort of makes sense, you know, they're trialing new things for Twitch that will eventually get transported back to OBS general and Twitch as well. For example, I think at one point they were trialing 1440p, 60 FPS, which this is where my limited... Oh, it's a quick draw. This is where my limited knowledge of what's going on is... for, like, the Twitch thing. Okay, no, that doesn't stack. Initially, they were trialing the ability for the streamer to do the transcoding instead of Twitch, which would guarantee the low resolutions for everybody else, and they were doing this by also forcing certain resolutions to only transmit at a certain bitrate, which on paper sounds fine, except I think 1080p was being limited to, like, 4,000 when, as I say, I prefer to stream it at like 6. Yeah, it really is just like quick draw, or I take the Jenna. You know what? I don't really care about a quick draw. This is going to put you a little bit in the open. Let's go kill it,
Location confirmed.
or try to really physically harm that Jenna. One of the big draws initially for trying to get people in was the AV1 streaming, which I don't think is... I think they keep testing the waters on that one, but I don't think it's like fully a thing. But again, I could be wrong.
Roger.
Because I don't check that Discord very often, I'll admit.
Critical hit, Commander.
And then one of the more recent things they were doing was trialing having 1440p 60 FPS in addition to the others, because the stream would handle the transcode. But I think there were issues initially with like mobile not being able to watch any stream whatsoever. And for me personally, I would rather have the ability to handle the transcode myself and set the bit rates, because I would probably cut 144p and 360p to then take the bitrate from there and apply it to 480, 720, and 1080. 1440 if I had access to it. I don't really care about a spider or a Jenna. I mean, yeah, I've wrecked that Jenna out, but it's got no weapons. It's gonna have to run towards me. Let's go flip over to something else. I want to like push down through the top of the hill. I mean, the king crab isn't really able to pick a fight with anything that isn't the quick draw or the Jennas. If I move here, what's my hit chance? You know what? Let's go rock a king crab. Let's go rock a quick draw. Sugar says 2K trial is going fairly well, as in several Twitch streamers they know to 1440p 60 FPS. Oh, is it a bit improved? As I say, I don't tend to check it that often, and I know there were initially some issues with it. But if they manage to fix those issues, that's pretty good, because yeah, 1440p is nicer, but you need to have the bitrate to support it. And I don't remember how they banded their qualities. Maybe it's a case as well then that maybe now you can set bit rates, or maybe you can like turn some on, turn some off. I'd have to do an experiment for that one. Let's just kill this. Well, we're not going to kill it, but like do some damage to it. Oh wow, a blackjack. All the way up there?
What now?
Risky move. That's a lot of evasion because you sprinted.
Copy that,
Knock
Commander.
you back. Shug says they didn't think Twitch were at the beta level they've won yet. I could have sworn that like they've mentioned recently that they're gonna do something with it. But when they initially did the program, they also said AV1 is going to eventually be a thing. But that program started like 2 years ago. 3, maybe? So I don't know quite what's going on there. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Affirmative.
Oh. Don't think I hit head. But I did some good damage.
Hey,
I'd like to take that blackjack out, if possible. We're gonna run this really hot, but we'll see what happens.
I hope it hurts.
That's fine. That's a good amount of damage dealt to a blackjack. Trick says they're also not aware of any issues with 1440p streaming. As I say, the issues I was seeing was when it initially got introduced, with things like mobile apparently was having issues. VOD playback, I think, was another area that was having issues.
Waiting for orders.
But I couldn't tell you when it is they introduced that. So if there's no issues now, then they probably fixed it. It's probably been enough time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep bullying the blackjack over here.
Copy that.
That's probably a little bit too much firepower, but I really want this thing gone. Talia, hello! Welcome in. Congratulations on the first. We give you a quick shout out. I know you were playing Dark Souls and switched to Overwatch earlier. I unfortunately passed out a little bit into the Overwatch bit, but I'm clearly I'm awake now. Shug says, "Oh yeah, they keep saying everyone will eventually be a thing." At this point, like, it's like, what is it, Minecraft that keeps doing like the "we've removed Herobrine" joke from all their patch notes. I'll believe AV1 is coming when I see AV1, but until then, I don't think it's coming. And even if it does, clearly there are going to be some issues with like streaming it, because I can't even. Actually, me not being able to record it might be because I'm doing 2 codecs at once, so my CPU is having a bit of an issue with it. Again, more experimentation that I'd have to do on my end. Shug says, "Oh dang, Sheepy claimed first in the original stream before I had to reset. They could have claimed first when the stream restarted." I thought you were just being nice and just letting somebody else get it, you know, being like honorable like that. I feel like really wrecking this Quick Draws day.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
Sumaya has picked up some Directorate livery mechs. Oh, okay. I was about to say that we've been engaging defenders this whole time. You're gonna tell me we've only just figured out who they are? Kill the medium. Should kill the LRM.
Engaging target.
Have fun, Quick Draw.
Critical damage detected.
King Crab's gonna brawl you. Five at a medium. That could be a Centurion. Could be Shadowhawk. That's okay.
What? No.
Skipper.
Sheepy, are you already in a position to take shots at a low? Yeah, but you're gonna cook yourself something fierce. What's the torso on the 65? If I get 2 shots sent to CT, that goes. Take it.
I'm on him.
Shot wide on the other. That's okay.
Affirmative, Commander.
Sinks a good amount of heat there if we don't fight the PPCs. Charlie says AV1 is coming when Half-Life 3 and Portal 3 come out. I can't believe that they're like so interlinked with each other.
Damage minimal.
You would have thought you'd keep the development separate, but what do I know about Twitch? Again, while I think it's really funny to keep bullying the blackjack at the moment, I do actually kind of need to make sure that Jenna doesn't punch anybody.
There. Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll pull it back a little bit. Kill the PPCs. I could call CT, and if anything hits, we kill, but also there's not a lot of other things not to hit.
Just die.
We're just gonna miss the whole spread. That means Cyclops might have to deal with that. Hello, Quick Draw. Sedamine, hello, congratulations on the 25 streak. Oh yeah, Tally, don't worry about also like being late. I wasn't originally planning to do Battletech, and then I was like,
Commander.
you know what, I'm gonna force myself to stay awake, so that I'm definitely able to do Codename 47 later. can I have the Cyclops step back, please?
On it.
And then we're going to have the Cyclops eviscerate. Lose a little bit of heat.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
Only because the shotgun missed half the pellets. But yeah, Cinnamon, welcome in. Hello, Blackjack. I don't really care. You're functionally dead. Functionally. I think you're almost done with Caravan Sandwich. Oh, glad that king crab's in cover.
Armor low.
Okay, I thought that Jenna was going to come up and kick the king crab. The spider, understandably, is running away. Not much to worry about.
Damage minimal.
Alright. I need to roll the king crab back. I think this is the assault turret that's like trying to wreck my day. Like I said, I need to roll it back and I'm about to move it up the hill. Which is completely counter to what I just said. But
Engaging target.
that works for me.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I mean, they're going to stand up again on their turn, but that works for me. Cinnamon says they finished it now. There wasn't any time to start the new game yet, though. Oh, okay. I didn't know how close you were to the end. I assumed like you had like another stream or such left. Tyler says they can't believe they're making the first 3 Hitman game in a remaster. Funny enough, I was talking about that earlier, and I'm curious to see how much they change of codename, if anything, considering it doesn't really play like any other Hitman game.
Confirmed.
Yeah, I don't care about that spider. I would like to... We're not going to get line of sight to you. But I can go this way and get you. Presents rear, though. Fine.
I'm there.
I just need a hit. CT. Got it.
I need a new target.
There's that, we'll call it Shadowhawk. Tyler says, oh, this reminds me of the Battletech mission where pirates were doing maneuvers with pirates and the dialogue did a funny.
I'm here.
I don't think I remember that mission, or maybe I haven't seen it. But pirates always having a good time. I'm gonna fire 1 PPC at you.
Okay.
Cool.
I got him.
Okay, that quick draw is gonna stand up at some point. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm lying.
Orders.
There's no point firing at the spider.
Hauling ass.
I'm gonna pull the Cyclops further up. Oh no, he is getting up. Has that quick draw done anything other than just move? No, I guess it just fired at the king crab. And now it's going to get clowned by the Cyclops. Okay, they crit the LB-20X, which is not great. They haven't destroyed it.
Warning. Damage critical.
But I was right in saying that that is the turret that's giving us trouble. Okay, we're just gonna punch that spider. Somebody says Caravan Sandwich ended up being a better story than they expected, though, in terms of the story. But the game itself definitely felt like a song at times. Centermine says they also need to proofread. To be honest, I read that and I thought my sick brain was like, these words are in this order. Have fun. We're gonna flip around that way. So that we're not exposing my beautiful LB-20X to bullet fire.
Targeting rear armor.
You've got to go down. Yeah, there was no way.
Enemy mech destroyed.
The good news is that that should now take my king crab out of being shot at. The other ones out should be identified as the marauders. In theory.
What are your orders, Skipper?
My order is to go over here and punch that spider.
Roger that, Commander.
Oh, sheepy! Perfect work. Oh. Add your head hit with the laser afterwards. Tasty. Spicy. I love it.
Hey. Copy.
Which also means that you've lost all your evasion because you're unsteady. Here comes Talia with the stock marauder. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we'll risk the cook rather than losing some of the heat here.
Lucky target.
Scratch another target.
Perfect.
Here she comes to wreck the day!
Target.
I looked over as well to say, hey, Keta, and then I realized there's no Keta here. Tony says, oh, it is one of the missions where two different factions do battle maneuvers together, but in their case they end up with double pirates. Oh, so kind of like we had where we were working with the Capellans to fight Davion? Except it's like more of a training situation? Okay.
Heading out.
Time to see if the King Crab is going to get shot at. Yeah, get bent, autonomous turret system. My King Crab survived. Yeah, you got to come to me now, guys. Sorry to say that, but you've got to come to me. I'm not getting the King Crab involved in anything else here. We're gonna move it this way, and I'm gonna ping that turret for vengeance reasons.
Sensor lock on target.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get through Codename 47 in one sitting today. Because, as I say, it doesn't play like any other Hitman game. Hitman 2 might end up being 2 streams, depends how much I try to get the Silent Assassin rating, because some missions are diabolical for trying to get Silent Assassin. But other missions are like surprisingly easy for Silent Assassin. So it might just be a case like if I feel like it, we go for it. If we don't, we don't. Contracts, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know Codename that well. So, contracts, we'll probably do the same sort of thing where if I feel like it, we do it. If we don't, we don't. Blood Money, I'm going to try to Silent Assassin that thing as best I can. And if I do finish it in one sitting, I will then do a second stream where I'm going to play that game in ways that it probably shouldn't be played. And I don't mean necessarily loading an M4 and going to town with double drum mag. I mean more in terms of like,
Advancing. Again.
hey, see, we saw how to play this level normally for Silent Assassin. Would you like to see how you can break it in half? I'll also probably play through on Professional, which means that the AI is going to be the best it can be, and there's a few other things going for it as well. Fire everything.
This might hurt.
Tali says the dialogue did the funny. Those are not the standard pirate colors, they are pirate colors.
way.
Yeah, they misidentified the pirates as pirates. Doesn't that happen to you on the high seas? I got a 40 ton and a 40 ton. Is it going to be 2 Centurions? I'm going to move Sheepy this way. Somebody asked, does Silent Assassin mean no outfits? Silent Assassin changes based on the game you play. But generally speaking, it is you kill only the target. You leave in your... That's not correct either, actually, across the board. Kill your target only. Don't... let's say it changes for each game. The consistent one is only kill your target. Where it gets inconsistent is that some games are like, you are allowed 2 shots maximum. Other games, it doesn't care how many shots you use. Some games you must leave the map in your suit. Some games don't really care about suit. What's another one? Blood Money. You can get away with killing anybody if it's an accident. You need to have no witnesses. You need to have your cover never blown, but you can't blow cover in your suit. There's all sorts of, like, all over the place things that it changes game to game, and I'll be going over what Silent Assassin needs for that game when we do that game. Case in point, the shot limit is, I think, in Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, but isn't, as in you can shoot as many times as you want to, in Contract. And I think part of the reason for that is because Contract remakes some of the Codename 47 levels where you would be expected to shoot a lot of people. Cinema says ODC would get incapacitating a non-target lethally still count if they don't get seen. If you, depending on the game, if you kill any non-target, it breaks the rating. You won't be able to get Silent Assassin. But there are ways, there are tricks you can do. Tony says, yeah, non-lethal takedowns don't impact Silent Assassin unless they get spotted. Yeah, if you non-lethal somebody, if you non-lethal a non-target, you're fine. But not a lot of games give you an easy way to do that. Like, for example, Blood Money. Without getting into the weird ways you can get around things like this. You only have, like, 2 sedative syringes.
What's up, boss?
I'm just gonna fire everything.
Taking the shot.
Vengeance.
One less turret.
Oh, a 60 ton. I wasn't seeing that many LRMs. You another quick draw? Oh, quick draw packs an LRM 10. It was a quick draw. Okay.
Sensor lock.
An Assassin 21. Not a mecha. Even a 101. Okay, we're getting doubled assassined again. Good luck.
I'm here.
We're unlikely to take head, but what I'm going to do here is fire anyway, so we knock its initiative down and still do some damage.
I'll try.
Oh, well, the assassin got exposed, even with all its, like, defenses.
Ready to rock.
Still side, so we can still get head. Shug says, look, sorry, the suddenly feeling nauseous, hope you'll be back later. That's fine, Shug. As I've said, there's no, like, mandatory requirement for anybody to, like, be here and watch everything. I know some people, like, drop in for a few minutes, drop out. It's all fine. Don't worry. If you're feeling ill, you might not be hearing this, actually, but if you're feeling ill, then, yeah, look after yourself. Don't do what I'm doing right now, which is forcing yourself to do things when you should be resting.
Copy that.
Marwol's got another assassin. Suttermain says that's interesting though. It seems like it'd be a fun challenge, and obviously the difficulty restriction saves, right? Yes, and I think that also changes based on the game. So, Hitman 2. I'm not going to play Hitman 2 on professional, but if you play Hitman 2 on professional, Silent Assassin. I need to say Silent Assassin after it because otherwise people are going to drop in and think, oh, he's playing the new one, the new trilogy with World of Assassination. No, I'm not playing that one. Not because I hate it, but because that's not the one I intend to play. In Silent Assassin, your saves are limited across the whole game. It's not a case of mission by mission, which I think it is in Blood Money. In Silent Assassin, I think the bonus saves you get are it. So if you save in, say, St. Petersburg, you don't get to save again until you get another bonus save. And I could be misremembering that. But I do know you only get awarded bonus saves in like 2 missions. One of them is...
Receiving you.
I think it's the last Russian mission. And the other one is the... I think it's the 3rd Japan mission.
Roger.
Oh, right, you're Shane Walsh. That's why I called you Better Father. I thought I was doing like a The Boys reference with Oh Father. No, I'm not, am I?
Engaging.
Just love the clap of the LB2. Two AC?
My armor's getting blown apart.
2 AC at 60 tons. Gonna be. Okay, Tali's getting hit a bit, but Tali's also a bulwark, so that's fine.
I just realized I'm sitting on the fusion reactor.
Tali says, to be fair, they're using the Modern Trilogy rule set because they played a fuck ton of them. Since I've never played the newer games, I don't know what their restrictions are, how they work. But I know Absolution does a weird thing where it splits things up more. But I don't think I'm going to play Absolution in this set. I might get as far as Blood Money, and then, like, as I say, if I do finish it one sitting, which I think I can, even on, like, professional Silent Assassin, if I do finish it one stream, I'll do another one where I just go through and I show all the ways we could have just broken it. If I don't go ahead and do that in the main run anyway, Absolution I've never finished. Personally, I don't think it's that good of a Hitman game. I think it suffers from the same issue Codename has, which is it is a good game in its own right. I don't think it's a good Hitman game, if that makes any sort of sense. We get a precise strike, call ahead, see what we can do. That's a head. Did Sheepy just nail the head with 2 PPCs and maybe the UAC as well? That pilot's been vaporized.
Standing by.
Cinnamon says, yeah, in their head with Blood Money missions they played recently, they can think of something to be able to do and something they hugely struggle with. Do you want to know something funny? Without getting into how I'm going to break it, I know I've mentioned to you before that, like, Flatline, the one where you have to find Smith, can be done in a few different ways that make it a bit easier. There is a way to get to Smith in about 2 minutes when you start that level. Which means you then finish the level about 2 minutes after you find Smith. So you can finish the thing like 4 minutes flat with all targets dead, and Smith is, like, evac'd. And it requires some absolute batshit insane tricks. And the level of knowledge to be able to pull that off is... I won't say it's like you need to be an expert gamer to do it, but it's one of those things like, once you've played a lot of Blood Money, you figure out what you can and can't get away with, you very quickly figure out, oh, maybe I could do this, and then you find out it works. I'm just going to have Talia... I know I could pop Coolant Vent there to, like, get this going a bit quicker, but... I'm actually going to have Talia move behind the rock and then sink
Moving
heat.
to position.
Cinnamon says also, wow, that sounds tough. For the, if I'm right on the one save, that, however many saves you get, that's it for if I'm right on the one save, that's it for Santa Assassin. We'll find out when we get there. Actually, I'll find out beforehand. But again, I'm not going to play it on professional for that one. The only one I feel comfortable playing on professional because I know it that well is Blood Money. Tony says, oh, so that's who it is? Yeah, it took me a second to realize who Better Father was until in the back of my brain, it went, I don't know why, but Shane's voice of, you're a better father than you, Rick, played, and that went, oh, Shane. Give me that quick draw.
Sensor lock.
Ooh, a rifleman. That would be definitely, oh, 2 riflemen. Oh, they're bringing the fun guns out today. Oh, the Davion fun gun too. I'll get into the rifleman in a second. I think I might have mentioned this in a different stream, but we have here, I believe the 3C is the standard configuration. The 4D here is the Davion. The D doesn't stand for Davion as far as I know. But basically, the rifleman was originally made as a long-range fire support and anti-air platform. It has huge heating problems in that it can't sink heat very well and it cooks itself pretty quick. Ammo is fine, but not amazing. And its armor is pretty thin for what it is. But it is really good as like a second line fire support. Davion went, hey, what if we just slap 2 PPC, 2 large laser onto it, and then a few more heat sinks? And then you get this, but as you can see, this thing's done 1 volley and has almost cooked itself already. The Rifleman is an interesting mech I would have liked to have had sooner. Do you come with a rangefinder suite as standard? You do. That's pretty fitting. But as it stands now, I don't think I'd want to use a Rifleman unless I was running like LB or UAC in this. That said,
Orders?
we're gonna go do the funny thing, which is
Affirmative.
Better Father's gonna walk out here because Better Father's in an assault. And Better Father's going to shoot at the regular rifleman who's in cover. Don't ask me why.
I copy.
And I'm gonna hope that grabs your attention. It probably won't. Nope, firing at the Marauder again. It's okay, Sheepy can take a few hits too. Okay, my King Crab is in no way in the right position to do this. Sheepy's gonna cook.
Yes, Commander.
So we're gonna bring Talia out a little bit. And we're gonna go all in on the head.
Copy. I got him.
Am I gonna be leaving here with a rifleman?
Confirmed.
Am I gonna be leaving here with a rifleman?
I got you. I got you.
Get wrecked! Oh! 2 riflemen are mine. Well, no, 1 rifleman is mine. But... oh no, enemy contact. Is it the buildings? Is it the buildings? God, I wasn't expecting both Sheepy and Talia to land headshots. I was expecting one headshot, the other one to like shoot wide and maybe hit head but not break it. Oh! Beautiful work. Silbrain says they think the level design of Absolution was really cool. Yeah, Absolution has like really neat levels. I like the structure of it. I like how it works. But as a Hitman game, I think it has a few flaws. And
Acknowledge, Commander.
I can see why it's a very divisive game for people who are fans of Hitman but don't like Absolution, and people who like Absolution but don't like the rest of the Hitman games. Without playing the new trilogy, I have no idea how that compares to Absolution. Just gonna shoot this.
Engaging target.
Good shot, Commander. Enemy structure.
And yeah, it is what it is. See, I never finished it. I got as far as the nuns, I think, and then didn't finish it. Well, obviously, I said I didn't finish. Yeah, just shoot that. Tony says, well, modern trilogy rules are pretty much simplified. There is Silent Assassin, suit only. The difference between the two is that in suit only, you can't change out of the initial suit you put in your loadout. But in short, only lethal takeouts are allowed to the target and no bodies found. Granted, there are ways to go around the latter, but that is really it. But the modern trilogy has plenty of ways to tools to unlock and have fun. That's, as far as I know, the main draw of the World of Assassination trilogy. Is the really interesting freeform unlock system it has. We're just going to fire PPCs and call it a day.
10-4. Target destroyed. Standing by.
I think Better Father has enough firepower output to take out a building in one volley. Let's find out.
Target acquired.
Yep.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
Or you could just pick me up. I know we're in an ad break. Oh, I can't believe they announced a new Among Us game. Did that surprise anybody else that there's like another Among Us game coming out? I didn't even keep track of what it was called. Oh no, the king crab needs to go in for repairs. Oh well. Oh, I could leave here with so many mechs. I wish I could check which rifleman it is I already have. Okay, I don't see any special equipment apart from the AC-10, but I don't care. I think the Rifleman 4D probably sells more because the 2 PPCs. What am I leaving here with? I'm leaving here with a little bit of an assassin, 1 Rifleman 3C, and then excess equipment. We'll sell that. Sonny says, oh yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I know, right? Of all the things to, like, whip out. Yeah, I know we need to fix some of our mechs. Yeah, I know people are getting things. Go to storage, I'm going to sell straight away. I like that. The scrap value is 440 and the sell value is 56 or 563. Lol. Sell. Mech Bay. It'll take 3 days to get that in. Well, that's fine. We'll just wait 1 day, get the Annihilator, and roll out again. Roll out again. Cinnamon says, yeah, when they said from the Among Us team, I assumed it was going to be a new venture, but no, it is just more Among Us. Mogus even. A Mogus. Cinnamon says, as far as the social deduction genre goes, it's not even one of the best. The only... Okay, actually, I say so only, and then immediately a few other games came to mind. The... Sorry, you can hear that. 1 second. I keep forgetting it's metal now, which means you can definitely hear it, as opposed to before when you couldn't. I've played Town of Salem. I played a Doom 2 knockoff version of Trouble in Terrorist Town. I think it was called Murder Mystery or Murder Mansion. I've also played... I've not played Among Us. What was the other one I played? Oh, yeah, I think it was called The Spy. Everyone gets a card. You have to figure out who the spy is, because they won't have the same card as everybody else. And, like, it could be a thing of, like, everyone works at, like, a bank, but the spy gets a card that says they work at a hotel. So they have to figure out where the place is without giving away that they're not actually working at that place, if that makes any sense. And then the other one I've played is the ship, but I don't think that really counts. Let's go do another contract. Let's go get some more money. We like money. Money's good. Want to go hit a manufacturing facility? You know what, actually? Let's see here. We have the option between... Because I only really want to do, like, one more contract here, and then I want to bounce to... Isn't one of these a battlefield? Oh, the travel contract of Bringdom has the black market battlefield. Okay, what is the contract at Bringdom? Score that a little bit too hard. Is it the 4-star? It's the 4-star. Battle in the desert? Yeah. I mean, we could travel there. I'm not necessarily going to do that contract when I get there. Let's see. Are we going to do capturing production? Let's do a poll. We like polls. It was a space and I didn't even realize it. / poll. Like some sort of horrific 4chan board. What? That's wheat, not what. Contract. Wheat contract. Yeah, we'll go with that. Capturing production. Manufacturing facility. Or we do forward observers. I don't think there's another one here that sounds kind of neat to do, so we'll just leave it at that. I like how I've done 3 options when if there's a tie, I need to, if there's a 3-way tie, I need to find a way to solve a 3-way tie. But who's forward observers going against? Taurian Concordate. I probably should have checked this before we did this in case there's... I should have checked this before we did this because manufacturing facilities against pirates and we're good friends with the pirates. This could be funny. How, yeah, we're gonna drop a rep level if it ends up being that one. Right. Uh-oh. You know what? That's gonna be we're gonna... I can't stop the poll. I can't stop the poll. You know what? We'll live with it. I was gonna say maybe we swap manufacturing facility for defense at Smithon, which is a story mission. But we'll leave it. So far we have a vote for capturing production and forward observers, so we're okay so far. Forward observers, we're going against the Taurian Concordate. We're in a tundra. It could be a little bit cold. Fighting the Taurians, whereas capturing production is against the Oregons themselves. We're to capture a base in the Highlands. I'm not sure which of these I'd rather do. I know which one I wouldn't. But yeah, the idea is we're going to hit one of these contracts, finish it, bounce over to Brigtson, I think it was called. Bringdom. Check out what's over there in terms of like stores, because we have access to the black market and it's a battlefield, which means there's going to be pretty fun parts all over the place. And then after that, we'll see how much energy I have to do maybe the story mission. Be defense at Smithon, which is going to pay us a decent amount. I don't know if I want to salvage out of a defense, out of a story mission. I feel like it's not going to be that great. I mean, it'll probably pay me more than taking full pay. We'll see. See. But for this, whatever mission it is we roll into now, we're going to be dropping the Annihilator because it's funny. It's very funny. For people who haven't seen the Annihilator yet, it is a very slow 100-ton mech that carries, I believe I've strapped like, I think a standard comes with 4 AC-10. I don't remember how I've modified this. We're doing forward observers, fantastic. I've got, I think, 2 AC-10, 2 UAC-5, that's how I've messed this one up. Yeah. Yeah, 2 AC-10, 2 UAC-5, a bunch more heat sinks. Kept the medium lasers. Okay. Forward observers, where are you? We gotta fight the Taurians. Do I feel like... You know what? I don't really care what they can bring. How much more do I lose 200,000. I can make up that money with, I think, any mech that medium or higher in terms of weight. Medium or heavier, we'll say. Annihilator, please. We'll just drop the same lance we did before. And then when we travel over towards Bringdom, we'll level up better farther. I've just realized the objective is an enemy scout lance. A scout lance is about to run into 2 marauders, a Cyclops Z, and an Annihilator. Rest in peace. I can sprint the Annihilator.
Okay, let's go.
Oh no, enemy contact. 45 ton to my right. This is going to be several levels of comedic. Wait. I know this map. This is the map where we rocked up with, like, what was it, 2 Warhammers, 2 Archers? And I was like, oh, the vehicle over here is not going to be a problem. And it came out and it was a Gallant, and it, like, tried to rip out the back of one of the Archers, while everyone else moved over this way, and we ended up having a fight with, like, 2 Demolishers in play as well. I remember this place. Have I learned my lesson? Let's find out.
I'm rolling.
Tiny says, oh, Marwol's doing shenanigans with an Annihilator. Those Turians ain't gonna know what hit them. Oh, they'll know, because they'll be either AC-10, AC-5, or lasers. Oh, can I get line of sight, please? Can I get line of sight at the mech that hasn't moved yet? Hello, Phoenix Hawk. You feeling brave, Phoenix Hawk? Would you like to meet God?
Engaging target.
Yeah, what a great opening salvo that was. I'd run. I'd run. It didn't even move to, like, re-engage from a further distance. That thing has bolted.
What now?
That pilot knows. Oh, the problem is that I don't have the line of sight to be able to pop another round of shots at it. Okay, let's play it smart then. Let's keep to cover. Oh, hello, 40 ton down there. $55 in front of us, probably nothing too big to worry about.
Advancing, I guess.
Is this going to be another assassin? If it's an assassin, I'm going to be really happy. I feel like I should... Ooh, hold up, we can find out what it is.
Got it.
Assassin? Cicada. PPC... Okay, it's the kind of threatening one. It has the PPC on it. Counterpoint.
Locked on.
Meet my Cyclops. Something not on radar moved. Oh, there's the quick draw. You're an idiot. Didn't I up armor this thing to like the nth degree? Yeah, I did upper armor it, but it's not as up armored as the king crab. Well, I probably shouldn't move further forwards because it's going to expose more of me, and I don't really get more line of sight. And I don't really get evasion if I move. So, hello.
All weapons committed.
What a smart quick draw.
Critical damage detected.
Phoenix Hawk going to move up.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile
Ah,
contacts
second
inbound.
lance.
I'm here. There. Okay.
Don't fire the PPC. I could try to go for torso. I'm going to actually let the resolve build. Sorry, don't fire the AC, not the PP. I'm going to let the resolve build so I can get out to... hello, Griffin. That way we can try for 2 headshots in 1 turn. That's a beautiful lack of damage coming in.
Can hit harder than that.
Gee, do I want to go for a headshot now? Yeah, see if we can clown that quick draw. Griffin.
I got you.
We can!
Enemy eliminated.
Okay, that's actually going to be some pretty good money. I'm going to move you further back. Because then the Marauder might get shot at by the PPC Cicada, stopping it from sprinting. If it doesn't, I'll punch it. Okay. Exactly as planned. Hello, Phoenix Hawk. Do you really want to upset the Annihilator?
Yes, Commander.
Oh, is the LB too close? Yeah, the LB's gonna be... what about if I walk over here? No. No. Let's get in the woods. Don't need a large laser at this range.
Confirmed.
Oh, that's a lot of orange. Yeah, you've still got your weapons, that's fine. Not hearing a lot of LRM. 10 could be another quick draw. That's it, okay. Oh, yeah, that's going. That's pretty much gone.
Confirmed.
In fact, that's so pretty much gone, I'm gonna have you go punch it.
I'm there. I'm on him.
Right arm, right torso, and then we got the lasers. Bye, Cicada.
I need a new target.
45 time running around at the back. I'm expecting one large laser, that to be a Centurion AL, because that runs at large laser.
See what you get.
For our next funny moment, oh god, I don't even need to really deal with you with the Annihilator. Let's have... Hello, friends.
All weapons committed.
Do you maybe see why the Annihilator is one of my favorite mechs?
Destroyed.
Yeah, we're gonna run this thing real hot, and we can only do that like full volley a few times. But...
Moving to
That's gonna be... I'm gonna cook you a little bit here with 1 PPC and an AC5, but you should be able to kill. Yeah, if anything hits CT, that's a kill. Right off the gate.
Enemy down.
Would the heavy mech like to please step up?
Good to go.
I'm asking politely before I ask violently. Would you like to step up, please? Come on, rifleman. No, I was right. It was a quick draw. 60% Cyclops, and you ballsed it up. Actually, 70% because the Marauders. Oh no, I need to sink heat. Whatever weapon platform will I use? Yeah, that's right. I've built my Annihilator to lose heat if I'm only in ballistics range. Precise. Go for CT.
Engaging target. Enemy mech destroyed.
I am a walking advertisement for the Annihilator.
Hey,
Go on, Tani. Go hunting.
copy.
Oh, it's another Phoenix Hawk. Okay. Plaster its skull.
Okay.
Did I get any head hit? No.
What are your orders, Skipper? 10-4.
Guess what?
Let's see what you got.
That was head hit. There we go. There we go.
Target down, Commander.
So, Mr. 65 tons. What are you, Warhammer? No, it's a Thunderbolt. Boring. Bring me something worthy of my time. I say, playing a, what is this, 2.5, 3 skull mission?
Orders? Aye, aye.
It's not even worth firing the mediums.
Target acquired.
Hello, Mr. Thunderbolt. It's very unlikely I take your head, but I'm gonna try.
Engaging target.
Never mind!
Enemy mech destroyed.
I'm pretty sure I just landed the AC-10 on the head, which is significant overkill.
Successful.
Daddy's coming home in a jam jar. Jeez. Better Father technically didn't get any kills, but they did really help there. Where's that Thunderbolt? This is gonna sell for a good amount of money.
I seen him every day before that, and after I never seen him since. He's done the old 23 skidoo, he's dead.
What the family's gonna be saying at the funeral when they literally pour him out into the grave. Ah, oh, no other mech parts. What a shame. That's fine. I get to sell a Thunderbolt. So what was it? We lost like 200, 300,000 C-bills by dropping our pay.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Scrap already goes for $500,000. Selling it goes for 6.43, 6.3. Tasty, 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 tasty. I really like the 23 Skidoo one. I think it's my favorite one of the "oh no, he's dead" things, rather than the. It's a close second, actually, on the Total Distortion song that plays when you die. Right, I said we would be going to the Battlefield Black Ops, Battlefield Black Market area.
Calculating course now, Commander.
We could get there for free with the contract, but also I have so much money. I don't want to promise to do a contract that I'm not going to do.
Job's done, Commander.
You know what? We have enough money here. Can we do another ship upgrade? Cost me 450,000. 450. Are they all? Yeah, they're all 450. I'm tempted to do that. The conduit. You need everything. You need the structural reinforcement, which is this one. You need Mech Bay 3. Which, that would be a significant boost to tech points, but I'm also not really stuck for tech points. I'm at 18. That's pretty good. Medical is sort of invalidated by the fact that I think I'm running cockpit mod on everyone, so unless they're taking multiple head hits, they're fine. And even if they are, it's only like... We have a big enough stable of mech warriors I can just rotate them through. Sure, we'll purchase this.
I'll get the crew moving.
Which is basically the cost of that contract we just did. Just because I'm curious if that unlocks anything else for us. We'll see. While in Waldron, we get a message from the commander of another mercenary company. After some formalities, the mission passes straight to the message. Make straight to the point. My boys tell me you have Behemoth even in your crew. As one commander to another, I need to tell you Behemoth is not a good hire. To be blunt, she's a thief and a backstabber. The only common decency had me leave her on a station instead of booting her through the airlock and finally fired her ass. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up, because even though they don't contribute anything, don't talk trash about my people. I will kill you myself. No lasting consequences? For me? I'd say it's pretty lasting for the other mercenary group. Who'd that come from? Eridani Light Horse? Yeah, I'll decommission the Eridani. I don't give a shit. Oh no. The Grey Death Legion? I'll fight them too. I'm running out of mercenary company names. I don't really remember that many that aren't just like Wolf Dragoon or Kellhounds, Eridani. Who else? Highlanders? Highwind? Or whatever they're called? No, I think Highwind is the name of their planet. Who cares?
Looks like we've arrived.
Ah, the store. Yes. Show me the goodies. Alright, we got some good arm mods. 40 damage. 50 melee stability. Very tasty. Unfortunately, not much else there of value to me. What about the black market? Oh, baby. Is that another crab? Is that a crab? Can I buy another crab? Is my dream of getting a crab drop becoming reality? Highlander P? I don't care about a Victor. AC 20++, and you'll tell me this thing does extra 20 stability per 20. Yes, please. What else we got in here? Snub PPC plus, 10 extra stability damage. Disgusting work. Next, what else we got? Don't care too much about NetherRAM 10++. I mean, 40 stability damage is nice. LB5. And it's 1 ton less. Contract. Show me the contract. What do we got? Go on. Show me some good paying things. Ooh. 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 Why are you so cheap? 4 Skull doesn't pay a whole lot, but apparently has good salvage. Save the prototype. No, I'm not going against pirates. No, I'm not going against pirates. I will go against the Regan. I'm not going against pirates. Oh no. Okay, we have 2 against Oregon, which is hostile insertion and save the prototype. No, it's hot landing. So we can pull at least 2.3 million sea bills here. I have 1 crab. I don't think I've done anything to this crab either. I still have this Highlander. Right, in case I ever want to like drop big tonnage, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I said as well I was going to do the level ups. So, Better Father. Right, I'm giving you Bulwark, and then you're getting Master Tactician, so you get the initiative buff. Basically building you the same as Conquer. Yes.
Orders.
Because Ceramine is actually really well suited to running a King Crab or Assault Mech of any variety already.
Ready for orders.
Mech warrior training complete.
Who else?
Standing by.
Talia is now a
Training
faster pilot.
Good to go.
Ceramine hasn't been deployed in a while.
Good to go.
No one hasn't been deployed in a while.
Commander.
You're fine as you are. I'm saving up for gunnery.
Orders.
Sheepy is... needing
Training
better accuracy.
confirmed, Commander.
Okay. Store. I do kind of like the meme idea of running a Lance of Crab. But I think we have to be a little bit realistic here. Wait, hold on a sec. I didn't even catch this. This is ER medium laser. That's... ER medium laser with plus 10 damage? That's coming with me. I don't care that it's 1.1 million C-bills.
New weapons.
VLB is coming with me. The LRM-10 and the PPC are coming with me.
New weapon systems available.
Beautiful. Yeah. I know. We're racking up the bills. Who cares? Is there anything I want to sell? What are the other snub? 5p. Okay, cool. 75 stability. There's also the tags. Yeah, there's a lot of funny things I could be doing that I'm just not. Let's do some contracts. We're gonna hit hostile insertion first. And while I would love to go all in on the salvage to maybe sell something worth more than I'm gonna earn here, keep it simple. Tanya says, they mean, I got, what, 150 normal medium lasers? Probably still half of them. Yeah, but what if I need them? What if I suddenly have, like, a whole bunch of medium lasers just vaporize in every mission I do for, like, the next 50 drops? I'm gonna need them. I could probably solve the heat sinks if we're gonna be honest.
Command interface initiated.
Okay. We have a hostile lance somewhere. Oh. You're gonna give me a vantage point over here?
What now?
70 ton, 60 ton. Give, there is no way they can move over this way unless they use jump jets. The only path up is over here. I saw that 70 ton. I'm not too worried about the 70 ton. Although that could be maybe a Warhammer. We'll find out based on what it fires at us. The king crab doesn't really have any cover it can use. Why did I say king crab? I'm in the Annihilator, baby. Get over here. There's something that should terrify the enemy lands when I've got 2 Marauders and an Annihilator moving faster than their 2 heavy mechs. Cinnamon says economical stock management or hoarding problem. It's a fun game to play, you know? It's like, what's the name of that show? Antique Roadshow? Bargain Hunt? Whichever one it is. You don't know which one it's going to be. I can't see you because you're in the wood.
Ready to rock.
Oh, I'm the only one that can sensor lock. That's upsetting. What are you?
Sensor lock on.
Warhammer. Okay, they do have something in the heavy slot. We're gonna reserve.
Picked up a blip.
They can see me.
Yes, Commander. Aye, aye. I've got a sensor lock.
Hi, Rifleman.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Which one do I think is a bigger threat? Honestly? They're about the same. Let's go for the Rifleman. It's got less armor on it.
Here we go. I got you.
Move that way just for the 2 evasion. Okay, we're gonna have to pull Talia back a bit because someone spotted them, but not gonna spot in return. It might just be because the Rifleman has the enhanced range
Here.
on visual.
Moving to.
They're still gonna get shot at here, but it's moving them a little bit.
I'll try.
We'll take a heat sink. That's probably gonna cook the Rifleman a bit. Hi, Warhammer. Interesting, going for the Cyclops. Okay, that's the target I prefer you go for. And are you cooking yourself already? Man, these rookies have no idea how to... Is there another Rifleman 4D over there?
I'm okay.
You know what I'm gonna do. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, take that step forward. Do I feel like plastering out a Rifleman? Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. I can only do it once. We're in a desert, which means, you know, the heat's worse. But if I can take a Rifleman off the board...
All weapons committed.
There goes its leg. Which means the follow-up is probably lethal.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Down you go. Shouldn't have shot at Talia. Come on, 45. You've got a trebuchet?
Eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
What now?
Can't move in a way that means you only get shot at by... Yes, I can.
Affirmative.
Cuts out the Warhammer. Still leaves the other rifleman that we think's in play. CT, we could kill. At 96%, but it's going to cook the internals a little bit. That's fine.
Here we go. Enemy down.
I wish the damage was proportional to how much over the threshold you went.
Skipper,
Okay. We're going to try for a headshot.
I'm on him.
Don't think we got it. Hi, Blackjack.
Good to go. Got it.
Get everything on the Cyclops firing off. Oh, we could go for lethal here. I'm going to do it, because if we can take out the Warhammer, that makes this easier.
Firing a full salvo.
Oh, we got an ammo debt off the LB.
Salvage that.
Tasty. Tasty, tasty. Okay, I'm expecting the other rifleman to fire up. Although the only targets it has... Why is it firing one... Is it actually doing heat management? Otherwise, it's a mech that's running 2 large layers of 1 PPC, and I don't know what that could be. Missed a message from Semi-Blind. Semi-Blind says, get David Dickinson in the value... of the value of the lasers. I could pull some strings.
I'm here.
I'm actually going to have you run all the way back,
Throttling up for what it's worth.
because I'm going to need to buy time to sink heat. Okay, there's another medium in play. Speaking of sinking heat, we're going to fire everything. Yeah, it's fresh. Fire everything this round.
Engaging target.
Yeah, you better run back to cover, buddy. Okay, the Annihilator won't be able to take too much more of this.
Confirmed. Roger that, Commander.
I don't think Sheepy can... Yeah, not fire the PPC.
Firing.
Right, I'm gonna have to walk the Annihilator back in a second.
Commander,
Cyclops is so good to, you know, throw hands. Figuratively.
heading out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you free fire.
Roger. Critical hit, Commander.
Hello, 60 tons. Ooh. You're running hot, whatever you are.
Armor low.
I don't think that you'd fire a single round otherwise. Okay, if we disengage a little bit here, I'm going to fire everything again because we really want to luck out on the CT. And if we kill that, they lose their line of sight.
Engaging target.
Perfect.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That's going to force them to come to us more.
Hey. Okay, let's go.
Talia's heat is almost going to be reset here.
Hey, yup.
Sheepy is also going to, like, bolt this way.
Copy that, Commander.
Warning.
Yeah, they need to use
Enemy
sensor locks so they don't do anything to us.
detected.
On the move. Full speed.
So they have two things with PPCs over there. One has a breaching shot, one doesn't. But yeah, if they didn't sensor lock us, the Annihilator would be fine. Oh, it's just my leg. I'm gonna... sprint there. Decent evasion, still in cover. Not a whole lot to worry about. Back in contact. 75 ton. I think that's... I don't know what you're gonna be. Also, we fully disengaged, like... it's treating this as a whole new round.
I'm here.
I could skirt around the back here. But I kind of want to keep where we are.
Copy.
I'm just going to tell Sheepy to hold off. Yeah, see? You're the one I need to take out because you have the sensor lock.
Waiting for orders.
Which means congratulations. You get to fight the Cyclops. What are you? Oh, you're a quick draw?
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Deals with that problem.
Mech destroyed.
Means also the only one they should be able to see is the... You're a Black Knight. Well, we've been looking for a Black Knight.
Not much armor left in that location. Skipper,
Sheepy.
acknowledged.
We need that. Oh, we haven't got salvage on this. I can't take it by choice. Damn. That's a shame. Good to know I can run into a Black Knight, though.
10-4.
We did hit head, but we didn't kill.
Critical hit.
LRM's over there.
I'm hit.
Yeah, the Cyclops doesn't... I don't think the Cyclops can fit a head component, fortunately.
Hey. Advancing, I guess.
Okay, Talia should be able to get this.
Hope this is enough.
Well, Talia, you managed to kill a Black Knight, but unfortunately, because I didn't pick salvage, you're not getting one. Unknown mech, you say? To shreds, you say? $50 ton. Yeah, I think you're a Trebu.
What now?
It'd be nice if when it disengaged, it dropped a little bit of my heat.
Okay, let's go.
What are your orders, Skipper? Aye, aye, Skipper. Full speed. No target. Standing by. On my way.
I'm gonna have to sensor lock you.
Sensor lock
Trebuchet.
on target.
Is there anything that could move this bracket that would have that NRM capability? You know, you're gonna fire?
Hey,
It's insulting.
yeah, die.
Marauders make this a lot easier, I will happily admit that.
Ready to rock.
Happily admit that. What? A 65 ton just sat all the way up here? What are you gonna be?
Ready for orders. Let's move.
65 all the way up there. Did you ever fire a PPC round? I don't think you're going to be a threat, whatever you are.
What now? If you say so.
Good turn to build evasion and drop heat. You're going to get eyes on it. You've got enough threshold to fire. Jägermech? Kill it.
I need a new target.
Do we leave with any Black Knight parts here? We only get 3 things, and I've got a whole lot of mechs that I could maybe steal apart from. Yeah, 1 Marauder with the Annihilator and repair. Not a single mech part. 3 regular medium lasers. Wow. I'm honored. No, really. Better Father's out of action for 8 days. What's it gonna be, like 5 days to fix everything? 1 day. 3 days total. Okay. Means we won't be running 2 Annihilators. Oh no. Whatever will I do? To be honest, I think the most powerful thing we have right now is the utility provided by the Cyclops. So as long as that stays in play, everything else can come and go. Smash and grab? Nope. Save the no. Hot landing? Hot landing. Just in case we do see a Black Knight here, I'm gonna take a higher difficulty. Mech-wise, what do I feel like seeing? We're gonna bring Ceramine. I think I'm going to bring... Talia and the Highlander. Me and the King Crab. Yeah. Feels like a good time. Talia's unfortunately going like initiative 2. Maybe I bring you in the Brawl Archer? No, I bring you in the Highlander. Mainly because the Highlander has a Ghost Rifle, but also it's got a little bit more armoring to it. But if I can pull a Black Knight here, especially if it's a Black Knight 6, ooh. Every Black Knight is energy only as far as I know. But a Black Knight 6?
What a glorious spot for men.
Okay, they're over here. It looks like they don't really have any forestry to work with. We do. Slowest mech we have is going to be probably Talia and the Highlander.
Heading out.
I've got an 80-ton vehicle. 80-ton vehicle contact? Are you boring me today? Why? Throw a Black Knight at me. Reserve. Reserve.
I got you.
Okay, they've got...
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're
you
heading
moved a
your
bit
way.
late. We're in bracket 1. Why'd you move then? Okay. We're gonna rock up with the King Crab.
Enemy detected.
We got a 65 and a 65. I don't remember what the tonnage is of a Black Knight. 75? I think it's 75 tons. So I don't think we have a Black Knight here.
Sensor lock on target.
We have a regular catapult. That might be Demolisher.
I'm here. Affirmative.
Start plugging away at you.
Engage.
What, you got 2 Demolishers?
Ready to get it on. Aye, aye.
That's really disappointing if you brought 2 Demolishers at this tonnage. That's half the missiles gone off the catapult. Great work.
I think I hit something good.
Hey, yup.
Copy that, Commander.
See how much more we can bully this thing. Don't fire the UAC.
Affirmative.
Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Because then you're gonna come closer, maybe get spotted by me, so I don't have to waste a turn doing sensor lock. You really should come closer. You'll win a prize. Oh, hello, catapult. Oh no, the catapult can see me. But so can my king crab. Ads arrive in about 55 seconds, unfortunately.
Okay, for now.
Are you also a catapult? Yes. So we have 2 catapult in play. So we need to take them before they spot us, basically.
This guy's nothing.
Shrek? Oh. Oh, that actually does need to get killed. Multi on A and B.
Engaging multiple targets.
Yeah, that Shrek's gonna do something. Especially if it has eyes, we need to kill spotters before they deal with us.
Warning. Armor low.
Yeah, we can't afford to wait. I was assuming it was gonna be like Demolisher. Shrek is a bit more of an issue than a Demolisher, I'm gonna be honest.
Confirmed.
Can you kill that, please?
I need a new target.
You another Shrek? No, you are a Demolisher. Okay. See, Demolishers we can pull range on as the LB-20X, like I'm running the King Crab. Shrek, we can't just sit back on.
Hey,
We're gonna need to stick to the forest too.
copy. Ja, die.
Boom. That, I'm pretty sure, instant killed it because the Gorse punched
Frag the
through.
vehicle.
Yes, Commander.
Well, maybe we got lucky and dealt enough damage to punch through anyway.
Moving
Take a
out.
Demolisher. Oh, that counts as enemy reinforcements? Oh boy.
Acknowledge.
Hello, light mech, medium mech, whatever you are.
Damage minimal.
Yes, I had to scroll in to double check that, but we're not in cover if we move a little bit closer. Kill that, that should be enough.
Engaging target.
Perfect.
Enemy unit destroyed.
That's half of them down so far.
Got something you want done?
Get me eyes on that other catapult, please.
Taking the shot. What are your orders, Skipper?
Order is get up
I
here,
got you.
fire the UAC,
10-4.
2 good hits. Catapult's gonna barrage. No. You got a trebuchet hard left? Or you got your own catapult hard left? Am I fighting 3 catapult or like 2 catapults and a trebuchet?
Damage minimal.
Talia. Yeah. Go for precise strike CT.
Locking in target.
I think we opened the CT, but we didn't get the kill.
Looking up.
You get a breaching shot with what is that? LRM 5? Wow. LRM 10.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Here comes the catapult because we didn't kill it. That's not even cover. Yeah, LRM fire came from over here, so either they got a carrier or they have a Trebu or something. I'm gonna walk out. Oh, Kintaro. Cute. we hit head. Nice. Crit the LRM 15. Kintaro's now going to go.
Critical damage detected.
Okay.
Damage minimal.
And then you're going to run closer. I get you're in a Kintaro and you have SRMs, but do you really think that's a smart play, considering you know what's in these words? 5?
Ready to rock. Standing by.
Nobody else who can go now has split fire.
Skipper.
It's a waste of a cold shot.
Engage target. Target down.
But it gets it out of action.
Ready for orders. Roger.
The Cyclops is not able to fire full bore here. That does what it needs to do. Two PPCs on the left.
I'm here.
Curious what that could be.
Advancing, I guess.
Alright, now that we stroked most of the things off this.
But that hurt.
Unless that Kintaro gets to go before I do, I kill it with the King Crab. Okay, that might be an archer, actually. As opposed to a catapult. But I think it's being supported by... It's either a Warhammer or a... Ooh, you got a lot of fun things over on the left. Wait, so how do you have things over on the left but the reinforcements are already here? What on earth is going on here? Greetings. I am your local friendly king crab. Looks like you have a lot in the CT.
Enemy mech destroyed.
You tell me that catapult was reinforcements? But yeah, they might be too far away that we've now like disengaged. We haven't disengaged. We have disengaged. We're re-going again. I'm just gonna move. Ah, there's enemy contact. Shut up. What? Ah, because technically it's not the turn. 65, 65, 70. There could be an archer actually down here. We're gonna move the Highlander here.
There. Okay.
Cyclops to
Roger
here.
that.
And the Marauder there.
I'm rolling.
Gets me line of sight to the 65 ton. But it's not weapon range. Actually, it's not going to tell me the weapon range because of the... Sure, we'll go here just so I know what we're dealing with. I know I could sensor lock it, be safer. Thunderbolt. Yeah, that would be the LRM 10, wouldn't it? I'm almost full, so... Goodbye, Thunderbolt. Get shotgunned.
Enemy mech destroyed.
That also then means they haven't got line of sight to me.
Good to go. Move order received.
Okay, thankfully Ceramine does have the ability to sensor lock and go.
Sensors locked up.
Warhammer, thought so.
Confirmed.
Pull everybody else up. So the 65 is either going to be catapult, which I think it is. I think archer is 70. Oh, you're just going to move there and do nothing, but you're that. Wait, I can get back angle on the Warhammer with my King Crab. You're such an idiot. If you live that long. Because the Highlander can fire everything, even this, and be heat neutral.
Okay. That looked like a critical hit.
Come on, Catapult. Okay, I'm going to be side-angled for the Warhammer. Yeah, it's a catapult. Wow. I'm going to fire at the catapult because I'm the only one that has line of sight to it.
All weapons committed.
LRM destroyed.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
Shame.
detected.
Waiting for orders.
Ceramine is going to be side-firing into the Warhammer. Hit head. Nice.
Ready to rock. 10-4.
See if we can follow up.
I'm on him.
Not quite. We did just rip out its firepower, though. Do you have any ammo? You have some ammo. Oh no, the King Crab, which is designed to
Armor low.
be a frontline brawler, has taken a bit of an oopsie. You're unlikely to, but
If you say so.
I should keep my mouth shut. Talia nailed that with the Gauss. Gauss, Gauss. I can't remember which way it's supposed to be pronounced. Hello, Catapult. You are just inside my minimum range.
All weapons committed.
Crit the LRM-20.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Orders.
Talia says they nailed it, boss. You did. Actually, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Copy that.
Problem is that no one else is going to have, because of the weird way you're in that ravine,
Commander.
no one's going to get line of sight to you. You're going to get to go. But because I'm inside your minimum range, most of that is going to miss.
What now?
I guess I could have also jumped it, but I don't need to. Detonated the LRM.
Expect that.
You know what? I'm going to put you down.
All weapons committed.
Bye-bye.
Enemy mech destroyed. Mission successful.
No on the Black Knight because they unfortunately threw a Demolisher and a Shrek at me. But wow, the King Crab held up way better than I thought it would. I thought this was going to be like in double digits somewhere. It's still, I mean, the arm is always going to be at risk of being double digited. But I thought like we were taking a lot to the CT. What do I think is going to sell well here? The Warhammer. $30 stability damage on a PC is funny. We're still leaving here with a bit of a Thunderbolt. Leaving here with the LRM 10++. I think this is the same LRM 10++. I'm just going to call it improved. This is the same LRM 10 improved I think we've run on the King Crab. We can double check that. And you know what? Since Tali managed to hit those headshots pretty clean, pretty dirty too, let's take their financial advice
Ready to fight, Commander.
and sell some lasers. I don't know if we sell more on the black market, but beautiful. Weapons. How many medium lasers do I have? 150. I have almost 1 million C-wheels in medium lasers. Let's sell 1 Warhammer's worth of medium lasers. What else do I have that's in ridiculous? I have a lot of PPCs. I have so many PPCs. SRM... Well, okay, I'm never going to use SRM 4 or 6, so put those up and pull it down by 4. Put that up, pull it down by 4. SRM 6. Pull it down to 20. Wow, would you look at that? All that money I had just lying around because I didn't sell anything. I want to check. Is that the same launcher I have in the King? $50 crit, 2 stability. It's the exact same one. So we have a replacement in case we lose the LRM-10. Perfect. Alright, we have 5 million C-bills. More than I thought we'd be pulling here. And there really isn't... I mean, apart from getting the meme of 2 crabs, I don't really see a reason to pick up the crab 20 here. We have the Victor as well. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Victors. I know they have some appeal. That's Keta. That is Keta. See, I wasn't confused that time. Volley? 10 damage heat? I keep stockpiling Infernos, but I don't think I'm actually going to end up throwing any on, but we will buy that.
Because it's about as stealthy as 2 skeletons fucking in a trash can.
A Victor is never stealthy, so that's really fitting. But Keta, hello, we'll give you a quick shout out. I hope you're doing better than I am. I'm recovering from being ill. You can probably still hear it. You're apparently doing no game. That's a lie. Keta's got game. Can't believe that Twitch would lie to me like this. But yeah, Keta asks, did I get confused earlier? See, it happens. Yeah, somebody else played the Here She Comes to Save the Day, or Here She Comes to Wreck the Day. I can't remember. I know it just played. My brain is melting, being ill. And I went, oh, is that Keta? It's not Keta. That was Ceramine. So, I got bamboozled. I'm gonna notch it up to me being ill. That's the excuse I'm gonna use for a lot of mistakes today, especially when we get to Hitman. Yeah, there's nothing here I want. I think we're just going to go do the story mission next. The defense at Smithon. You know what? The defense at Smithon pays for it, so we're going to do the meme with the crabs.
New equipment available.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Cycle out the... Man, I probably should just make the other mech bay just out of, like, principle at this point. Cycle out the Stalker. This is going to be a weird one to swap for, but here we go. Right. Bay. I don't think I've done anything to... Apparently you've got 10 more armor than the other crab. Which makes me think maybe I have done something. How do I want to mess with a crab? Let's see. Oh, I know how to check if I've actually messed with this. Hold up. 4854. 4854. I don't know why there's a difference. They're both the same tonnage. Why is one of you 10 armored more than the other? So confused. Anyway, refit. Okay. What we can do is you make more heat than a large laser. What is your range? 270, 360. I mean, I could give you PC, but I'm not going. I might just actually leave them stock. Oh, no, I know what I could do. I'm going to remove the medium laser. We're going to put the tag in. On both of them.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Because if we're doing the meme of running the crabs, then if either of them land the tag, that's either 10 or 20% additional damage, and they support each other, and it also helps the bring the Cyclops along because it's really useful. And we can argue that it's just basically a large deformed crab. Yep, that's the excuse we're going to go with. Let's go to... How many days is it going to take me to get? Liberation of Smithon is 15 days. Perfect.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Keta says they removed the game. It's a surprise. Ooh, we like surprises. Sada says it's a surprise like the... Well, why? Can't go anywhere without someone complaining. Keta says they're doing good. They're hyping themselves up for the game later. Ooh. Ooh. They're also lurking here 90% of the time. They're putzing in their own game and hanging with friends. Yeah. As I say, like, I know some people like are more active. Some people lurk more. It's fine to do whatever you want to do. I know that I'm probably second monitor for a lot, if not everyone. Which is fine. Different people do different things with different bits of media. But I'm intrigued for what you'll be doing later. I don't know if I'll be free to drop by for it because I'm supposed to be doing Codename 47 in. If we wrap this up after the story mission, that gives me enough time to... I might be able to jump onto Codename 47 sooner than the normal start time. We'll see. We'll see. Genuinely, we'll have to see how I feel. What's going on here? We've got a mold problem. Stewing in the soup for a long time. Can we ask for volunteers? Send in the med techs. I clicked the wrong one. Mech tech is the one I clicked by accident. Oh well. That's fine. Just means the work gets done slower. Med tech was the one I wanted to send because apart from when we have things like the Cyclops, where I need to double check if the Cyclops, I think it does. I should change my phrasing. I don't think it can take a head cockpit mod. No, because the battle computer's in it. That makes sense. Otherwise, it genuinely would be too powerful. Way too powerful. Get me to Smith. Oh, yeah, we gotta pay my bills.
Financials whenever you are.
Dare I? Dare I? You know what? We generous with the pay since we make so much money now. I'm also curious to see if this racks up over time, or if, as in like, if it's a permanent improvement. or not. If it's a permanent improvement, then getting this to here is going to be beautiful, because, well, because we can do a cold shot and still build morale every time. Or resolve, I should say. We're about to arrive at Smithon. In theory, we're going to arrive at Smithon. In practice, who knows? Maybe we get intercepted by another random event. Don't proceed with the contract yet. Oh, you're worried about my finances? Shut up. Nothing of value there. I got 6 LB2X. UAC 5 and a UAC 20. Oh no, bankruptcy has been projected. Who cares? Sell the stalker. Give me...
New equipment
2 ton. 2 ton. 2 ton.
New equipment available.
Give me more ton.
New equipment available.
Lord help whoever I run into with whatever stupid idea I put together with all these LBs. Actually, hold on. You know what would be funny? If I had a second Annihilator. Yeah, this is a lot of firepower already, but you know what would be funnier? Yeah. If I replaced it all with LB2X, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 LB2X. I mean, the damage we have is pretty good already. If I had a second Annihilator, I absolutely would just slap 5 LB2X onto it, because that'd be 4 times 12 by 5 damage. Except it's improved by 20%. So that'd be... what, by 6? We'll say 5. So that'd be 60 damage per LB. You'd be looking at 300 damage LB2X total, with more than enough stability kicked off of that. I can also swap this UAC 5 for the other UAC 5 we just picked up, which is the same as this for UAC 5. I'm going to do it. That gives me 2 tons to play with. What do I want to do with 2 tons? Do I want to go full armor? Do I want to get 2 more heat sinks? Ammo's not really a problem. Oh god. I think heat sinks. I could put a heat exchanger in, actually, which reduces all the heat output by 10%. Yeah, it drops your heat down to 93. Instead of 104. That is better than running 2 extra heat sinks unless I move this, and run 2 doubles. But I don't want to run 2 doubles in the legs. I guess I could run 2 doubles in the sides if I move 2 heat sinks here down. That would sink 12. So it would be about the same. Run the exchanger.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Keta says, damn it, now they're doing it. Yeah, it's an addictive song, isn't it?
Hey, boss.
Our nest egg is just about gone, Commander.
Yeah, I don't care.
Job's done, Commander.
We have a story mission to do, which means I need to put that to there, put that to there. Get that ready. Oh, we also have other contracts we could do. Oh. The pirates want me at Mekdur? Doesn't Mekdur have like a really good shop? Yes, it's a manufacturing black market. I think we know where we're going after this. But again, we're also probably going to end after we do the story mission. I don't know, it depends. The more time I give myself after we do this, the more likely we'll be able to get through Codename. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this is going to be a short stream. We're going to end after the story mission. I like how I just clicked on the store. That's where I spend money. That's not where I earn money. Defensive Smithon. Yeah, next stream I can just bash through these story missions. Sorry, these missions here that are going to be hopefully not against pirates. Taurians. Pirate. Skip that one. Taurian. So yeah, okay, we got some good missions here. I guess I could also punch up to the 4. I probably should be punching through everything here that isn't pirate. Which is more than enough money to offset whatever we have here. It gives me some spending money for when we go to do the pirate mission over here. Then we have other fun things. Yeah. We'll be fine. Let's do that. I'm gonna do something very stupid here. Ceramine is coming in this in the Cyclops. As I've said, we're going to be doing something closer to the difficulty rating for the tonnage. Bringing my king crab. Can't stop me. Bringing my king crab. Although it would be funny to bring the Annihilator. 2 crabs, king crab. Who are we going to bring? In the interest of speed, I think it would be a good idea to bring Bell in a crab. Sorry, this is moving faster than the average light mech. Faster than the average light mech. Oh. Okay. And then we're going to bring... Who's got lesser stats out of Sheepy and everybody else? 8779, 685... Okay, so it might be Sheepy again. It's Sheepy. Okay, so we've got 5, 4, and 2 moving at... The assault mechs are moving at medium mech. Oh no. Yes, my scout is a crab, couldn't you tell?
Warriors, prepare for combat.
Oh, and they're running tags too. Protect the dropship. 2 dropship must survive. Protect the docking pad's fuel reservoir. Okay. You gonna tell me they're gonna come closer to me? My king crab doesn't have far to walk?
Command interface initiated.
Spaceport in front of us is packed wall to wall with the civilians, most of them refugees from the capital. The Taurians have been targeting them as enemy combatants. Yeah, because the Taurians love to commit war crimes. I don't know who didn't pass that memo to you, Kamea. 3 of the late Lord Corrosis dropships en route to assist with the evacuation. The captain call in on approach. Shepard 1 will be heading for Dockpad Alpha. Sorry, is that a cicada? No, it's a Jenna. I didn't quite catch what that is at the back. That might be a griffin. Okay, why is Shepard 2 not docking at Pad Beta? Why is he docking at Charlie? Bravo, even. Who the fuck planned this? That's not confusing at all. Actually, they might have done this to obfuscate which one's which, but the dropships are landing regardless, so who cares? Need to keep the enemy's eyes on me, away from the docking pads. Yeah, sure. Any hostiles fail to engage almost certainly target the fuel tanks. I managed to take one out the explosion, worry about everything nearby. Dropships, refugees. Yeah, I remember how we took out the Overlord or Union or whatever it was. Don't let them near it. Got it.
Commander. The Taurians aren't going to make this easy. Protect our ships. Help them get our people home safe.
Okay. How about I instead convert everyone on the Taurian side from a living entity to a statistic? Thunderbolt. You brought a Thunderbolt. Cute.
Awaiting orders.
Very cute. Let's see. I'm gonna sprint you all the way here.
As you wish.
I get a bonus if all 3 dropships escape. 10 hostiles. Okay.
Yup.
Let's get the crab sub.
Roger, Skipper. Taking it.
Oh, you've got Mr. President. A second Jenna has arrived on the field. You're gonna shoot the fuel pods already? Oh, I've just realized you've positioned yourself in a way where I could just shoot into your rear arc. Wait, you're gonna come that close? Hold on a second. Ceramine, go punch that Jenna. Go on, right hook. Good right hook. As long as you keep attacking the hostiles, I won't be able to focus on the fuel. Kamea, can you shut up and let me do my job for one contract? You cost us an SLDF cash. Oh, there's an enforcer here too. Oh well, they're not going to make it through the pass. Do you know what else isn't going to make it through the pass? Yeah, you lost your evasion because you got punched. How does that feel? The LRMs are not going to do much to anyone else, so B over to you. Cut the medium and just fire the shotguns.
Engaging multiple targets.
Bye, buddy! Enjoy your little dirt nap. I didn't even check to see what support we have here. Light laser, light shredder, sniper. I can assume the same with the other side. Yeah, okay. I don't think we need the Marauders for this one. Uh-oh, here comes a Thunderbolt. Oh! If I wasn't running this lance, I'd be scared. If I wasn't running any lance, I'd be scared. If I was on my own, I'd be scared. But it's gonna do sweet nothing to me. That's gonna have as much impact as throwing, like, mango chutney at an aircraft. You might mess something up, but you're not gonna do any structural damage. I like how that was the comparison I went with. Mango chutney at a fighter jet. I might be a bit hungry. We hit the head on an AI shot. This Thunderbolt is just... It's done. A second head hit. Is that pilot gonna get killed by sentry guns? Oh no, enemy flankers. It's a spider and a commando.
Concentrate all fire on those dropships. Take them out, or you'll have Ostergaard to answer to.
Oh no, not Ostergaard. Can I get a line on the Thunderbolt? I can. Can I get a line on him without exposing myself to the entire brigade coming down? Oh, there's a Battle Master. That might be a bit of a problem. No, I can't quite. Okay, in that case, reserve. Wait for a better target. Hello, Jenna. Welcome to my lair.
Reporting.
I could punch you. I could punch you and not actually expose myself.
Consider it done.
Behold, a crab.
Engaging.
Not enough to unbalance it. Ah, hello, Firestarter. I like you. You're a good light mech.
What are your orders, Skipper?
This is where it's going to get a bit interesting because I can't go and punch you again. What I can do is flip around and shoot you.
Engage target.
Did we tag? I think we tagged. Tag marked. Which, is that the 10 or the 20 on you?
Picked up a blip.
20. %20 boost to LB20X. Yeah, you're hitting the dirt. Let's fire at you.
Engaging multiple targets.
I was gonna say, there's no... Both your legs got destroyed.
Ready to get it on.
Can fire everything up at that Enforcer. But I feel like I should be moving this way to go deal with you two. Which is what I'm gonna do.
Understood. Moving fast.
Because the Cyclops couldn't take 2 light mechs pretty easy. We just had to, you know, see them. Okay, we've got a Striker contributing LRM. Because we're gonna do nothing except bully a Thunderbolt. Hello, Thunderbolt. You're getting upset? You just sprint right up. Interesting choice. Battlemaster's gonna go up and over as well. Okay. Now I know roughly where I need to send the King Crab. No. They get to shoot the Firestarter. And the Enforcer. Okay, Shepherd 2 is coming in. Shepherd 1 has arrived. And we've got a Panther and a Jenna coming in as well.
For honor, for liberty, and for the Taurian conquered it.
Shut up! I don't think we can knock this on its ass. But we can hit it anyway.
Confirmed.
I can knock you on the floor, actually, is what I can do. Put him down, boys. Crap, 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 crap. Go down, go down. Oops. Crab, 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 crab. Pilot's injured again. Don't let them shoot the fuel reservoir. Well, unfortunately, that's 2 light mechs that are able to just fire over there. The Cyclops isn't quite ready to deal with them. I'm busy dealing with the Thunderbolt. It's fine, the fuel reservoir is pretty surprisingly armored. I've just realized my King Crab can have some fun there.
Good to go.
But we're instead going to have the Cyclops come up and rock the shit out of a commando.
Giving them everything I've got.
Perfect.
Enemy down.
Said it was going to rock the shit out of a commando. You think I'm going to lie? I might be wrong, but I'm not going to lie. Okay, that Thunderbolt is probably going to stand up before we can do anything else to it. So what I'm going to do is walk this way. And I'm going to make sure it doesn't stand up.
All weapons committed.
Or try my best to. Perfect.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Looks like they're going to bully the Enforcer here, which is the right call. The Battlemaster feel like doing standing in the field so it's harder to hit. And then it gets sensor locked. Okay, AI. I realize you're AI, but I feel like you should have maybe sensor locked the Enforcer if that's the one you're going to fire all the guns at. Okay, no, they are going to throw some shots at a rock. Who am I to question Khmer Arano's forces? Oh, right. I'm the one she's paying to get the work done. Another random head hit. Hello, Shepard 2. Shepard 1 is almost out. Okay.
What's the plan?
I need you to... Well, the next biggest threat is that Battlemaster. So... get over here. And just this thing. Yeah. Just regular... Oh, which one are you? 10%? Yeah, boot this thing.
Target acquired and locked in.
Don't think we tagged. This is why we have 2 crabs running tag. Especially because the other one matters more.
I take no pleasure in this, Lady Arano, but we're under orders. You can end this by surrendering to Commodore Ostergaard. Until you do, your people...
I can't speed up because this guy's rambling to us and we don't care what he's saying because he's touring Concordat. That's tagged. Hi, Spider. Contribute hardly any damage.
I've been sensor locked.
Interesting. You sensor locked as opposed to firing at the fuel. Okay, that's a little bit nasty. Take it a little bit more of a hit. In the interest of heat. Kill that, kill that. And 120, 135. We're not likely to get a kill shot on the CT here. But I might as well try. Oh, you know what? I might as well try. Precise strike. Let's go for head.
Engaging target.
We hit the head. Hello, Enforcer. It looked like they shot the wreck, but I forgot that there was a vehicle parked there.
Yes, Commander. Roger.
Okay. For this one, we're not going to fire the large. Just going to fire this, but we're going to precise strike to knock it back in initiative as well. See if we can dump into the CT.
Taking the shot.
I was going to assume no, because I didn't see a single orange number, but that's fine. He's going to knock it back one step, which means the crab could probably flip around and shoot it. Or it might get taken up by turrets. That would also be perfect. Yeah, that's it. Go shoot the king crab.
Damage.
Now, given the heat of the king crab right now, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be firing again at the battlemaster. What I might do is melee. Oh, not quite. What I might do is melee the enforcer. Could be a kill. No, but we are definitely softening everything up. Shepherd 3 inbound. Shepherd 1 is away. Perfect. They're getting ready to launch on the next turn. If we can hold off 243 damage from that fuel tank, that means we get more civilians out of here alive.
How might I help?
That would be perfecto. So I need to grab aggro is what I need to do. I need to make sure that the Jenna or the Panther don't fire again. Which one of you has more damage output? You've got 100. SRM4. You've got... if I can grab either of them,
You have orders?
we're good.
As you wish.
We're not likely to hit the Jenna, but all I need is the one. That should make that thing now target my crab. Or not shoot at the fuel tank. AI manipulation! Oh no, you dealt a little bit of damage to the other crab.
My old mama can hit harder than that. Skipper.
Alright, I need you to not quite present rear, but that's the best we can do. And knock that back another initiative if you don't kill. But I've got faith.
Engage target.
Kill.
Tango is trash, Skipper.
Freeze up the Cyclops. Hello, Panther. You a good kitty or a bad kitty? Very bad kitty. Okay, are you going to do what I think you're going to do, which is shoot the crab? Yes. No, you're going to shoot the striker. Okay, well, we still broke you out of shooting at the fuel tank, so that's fine with me.
Got something you want done?
Yep, I need you to come this way.
No problem. On my way.
And I need you to... LB reaches that far? Yeah, fire the LB at that.
Roger that.
Okay, the Enforcer's having a go at the King Crab. Unfortunately,
Damage.
the counter-argument to picking a fight with the King Crab is... meet my King Crab.
Engaging physical attack.
Does sort of expose the back of me, which I probably should have double-checked the movement before we did that.
Critical damage detected.
But I don't think the Battlemaster... yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's going to try to shoot the back of me. It's going to waste its turn trying to get into a position to shoot at the... oh! Ripping apart a fire starter. Perfect. You're going to fall over. Yep. You're not my problem. I can leave you to the crabs. The King Crab can now just go and shotgun the back of the Battlemaster, which is... if that Battlemaster doesn't go down in this turn... oh... I see that the turrets are as ruthless as I am with head calls. What do you feel like doing?
Awaiting orders.
Okay. We're going to walk here, turn that way. I don't care about exposing my back to a fire starter. That is death on a CT.
You should never come. That's a kill.
I actually really like how this lance is working. You missed. You weren't even in range for the flamers.
Damage minimal.
Ready to rock.
Okay. We're gonna walk this way.
I'm rolling.
Hit the back of the Battle Master.
Stand still, dummy.
Tagged it for 20% more damage.
Critical hit.
And then on my turn, my King Crab is going to put both muzzles against both side torsos and just pull that trigger. Hello. That's going to go pop. We could eat through the whole thing here.
All weapons committed.
Down it goes.
Critical damage detected.
Standing by.
Ceramine can pull line of sight on a downed Battle Master that has its head exposed. We're not likely to kill it, but it's still funny. Go. This went surprisingly without a hitch. I know I brought a Cyclops Z and a King Crab, but even then...
Reporting.
Beld unfortunately can't run up and punch that.
He's going down.
We'll just tag it and take a leg.
Skipper.
I'm just gonna shoot it. Oh, I need to rotate a bit. We can probably kill CT.
All weapons. Go.
No, not quite.
Ha! You like that?
Oh, did the Panther skip a turn? Oh no, they've killed a turret. Perish the thought. Ads arrive at about 55 seconds. I'm gonna go up and say hi to a Panther.
Engaging multiple targets.
Oh no. The Jenna's cooking itself out.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Crazy work from a Jenna. What a fire starter. You feeling better now? Had a good nap? You're not gonna cook a king crab. You're not gonna cook a crab, let alone a king crab.
Try aiming that
Okay, Ceramine doesn't have a split fire. But that's okay. Bully that thing. Good work, Ceramine.
That's a kill.
Good work. Okay, all the evasion's been stripped off the Jenna, so if anything can hit it, it will hit it. Ship 3 is away. Now we just have to clear out the hostiles.
You have orders? Be there in a jet.
Yeah, Jenna. Let's knock it down initiative, though. You can't run far enough. I'm going to move my king crab a bit here, because if I miss, that container might go up.
Confirm. Acknowledge, Commander.
Although I am also going to dump more lasers into the Jenna.
Affirmative. That hit something good.
Okay. A, B.
Engaging multiple targets. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
And unfortunately, Ceramine doesn't have line of sight to anything, so we're just going to sprint you. But those light mechs are not making it through the next turn. They're not even making it through this turn. The turrets still haven't gone. Why'd you keep missing? Okay, maybe they do make it through the turn.
How might I help?
I want you to go melee that.
Moving out.
Because you either kill it or you knock it down.
On for physical attack.
You got the first one. The only thing left now is a really cooked Jenna.
Hope we can salvage that.
Chat, is that Jenna cooked?
Ready to rock. Affirmative, Commander. Here we go.
I'd say it's cooked. Oh, and the ad's just finished too.
Target down, Commander.
We just cleaned up. Nothing went wrong. Genuinely. If it wasn't for my lance, all the refugees would have died. I don't know, they seemed pretty incompetent, but I guess they were never ready for the crabs. And the Cyclops mastermind. And we have a nondescript Torian mech. Great.
Mission successful.
Hooray! We're gonna have a fun bit of rambling now from her. Wow, 50% pay bump. Did they really not expect people to be able to pull that off easily? I'll take 2.1 million C-bills. Don't get me wrong. Nothing. One crab fresh, Cyclops fresh. One crab took, I think it was like a stray missile. Yeah, some sort of stray fire by the looks of it. Oh, no. Right in the face was actually like in cover and got shot at. That's what that was. And then, not really at risk of losing anything on the king crab either. And everyone got 2 kills. Look at that. Sharing is caring. There's not a single mech here I want. So what have you got for equipment? I will take the high damage large laser. I'll take a part of a thunderbolt. I'll take a part from a battle master. I will take the enhanced damage medium laser. And we're leaving with the enforcer as well. A whole bunch of stuff that doesn't matter. We've done it. We faced off against the Taurian war machine and forced it into retreat. Have you not been paying attention to any contract I do? They can be driven out of one system, they can be driven from another. Again, have you just not been paying attention, Kamea? My actions today have restored hope to the Oregon people. Know that. Believe it! Me, I'm in it for the money? Yes. Do you think that matters? It doesn't. Continue fighting the way you did today and you'll be lionized as a hero of the restoration all the same. Yeah, but do I get a pay bump? For once, Darius is coming in on the right point. Hopefully you're ready to pay for more of our brand of heroism in the near future. We didn't destroy the Taurians, we only inconvenienced them. Be ready when they do. Me on the comms, you on the... Get off the comms. Stay away from the comms. I could do the mission without you piping in every, like, 5 minutes going, the Taurian Concordat are doing irrehensible things, Commander. You've got to defeat them. I'm already trying to defeat them. I'm not here to say hi to them and shake their hand. I'm being paid to take them out, I'll take them out. Unless you pay me to take them on, like, a fancy dinner date, in which case... I'll take them out a different way. The company will be with you to the end. Absolutely, by the end of the road, Espinosa's mine. I'm not in this for the personal gain. Yeah, as long as you hold up your end, you can count on us. You'll be paid as promised. You better pay me as promised. Encoded hyperpulse from Lady Centrella? What could this be? With good news and bad. The good news, the agents have established contact with a member of House Gallus. Sailing ship, okay. Served Espinosa in the early days of the Directorate, but have since fallen into disfavor. Lady Gallus claims to have information prove extremely damaging to the uncle. Position the family once held in the Directorate's power structure gives her words weight. Lady Gallus has been taken prisoner, of course. They have her locked away in a castle. Right. Go liberate the system. Taurians will hound us every step of the way. Okay. Get to fight more Taurians. Not a problem. There you have it. We know where we have to go next. Eatram, right in the heart of the Directorate. To say their defenses will be formidable is an understatement. Ostergaard will go on hounding us. Are you sure that your people are ready for this? Yeah, we'll handle it, and if he wants a place on the kill list, we're happy to accommodate. He's already kind of on there because he forced everyone's hand in destroying the SLDF cache. Could have had so many fun toys! Alright. Story finite. Where did I say we were going after this? Might as well go there now. I know we have, like, the contracts I can do here. Oh, wait, that's right. I said we do the contracts here and then we would go to the... Which is why I have to end now. Because one contract could take us longer. And again, the more I have to, like, rest, the more Codename 47 I can do. Yeah. Just sort of like wrap things up. We'll go to the mech warriors, shall we? Oh, hold on. Ship upgrades. Are you done? You are done. Did we unlock anything else? Doesn't look like it. Nothing has revealed itself to me. Yeah. Do the structural reinforcement.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
If only so I can, I don't know, say it's done. Then mech warriors, I probably can buy myself a skill at this point.
Hey.
Butcher. Keep.
Training confirmed.
Get that guts.
Yes,
I was gonna say keep running on piloting. Settlemine can go down piloting.
Mech warrior training complete.
Ready for orders.
We need to use unknown host more soon.
Yes, Commander.
Beld needs to start going through guts. I can buy a skill. I don't need the health. I don't need the penalty. Give me the gunnery.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What are your orders?
Sheepy. Close.
Mech warrior training complete.
I'm pretty sure we can look at Beld for this.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, 3 hit defense, 6 melee defense.
Confirmed.
If we can get to piloting, that's going to improve everyone's survivability even right out the gate. That's better.
Ready for orders.
What are you currently? You're about to get your improved
Training.
initiative. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, funding is good. Well, we do more missions next time. Roughly, if I eyeball it, what sort of money are we on? I'm not going to do salvage on the 3 skull. I think we're going to aim now for salvage on 4 skull. So we're looking at... we'll call it... what salvage do I get if I go full? None. If we assume that there's a bonus objective minimum for each for a 10% pay bump, we're looking at roughly 3 million C-bill. We're looking at 4 million if we count this mission as well. Ambush convoy. I believe you get a bonus objective in ambush convoy. Destroy base. If we destroy the turrets, we get bonus pay. Battle is a battle. Capturing a production base, I think there's a bonus in this one. Probably destroy turrets again. So yeah, we could reckon another 4 million here. Brings me to 7 million C-bills. Take off 1 million, 6 million C-bills. Pay it back again. And then whatever else we do at Mecta. Yeah, we're in a really good spot to have a really fun time spending my C-bills and getting close to debt again. For really quick, well, I say quick, it's still 3 hours. Actually, it's more than that because I still got to stitch on the other video. Wonder how Da Vinci's going to handle that one. Or if that's going to be lost to the tides of time.